Yo,
We live, baby.
we are live. There it is. No pre-fighter night, TJ.
I swear to God, that is not me doing that. I don't know why it does that.
Every single week, that logo always gets stuck up there. But hey, we're good tonight. Welcome everybody to F35 Live, our weekly live stream where we get to chill, answer questions, hang out, talk a little bit of shit, and just see what's going on in the CNFT community this week. I think we're gonna have a fun one tonight. We got a jam-packed amount of people, projects, and giveaways, all kinds of fun things that we're gonna get into. And I'm assuming I've already seen my first Derp inside the chat, so I don't think that'll be the last. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of these tonight.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Somebody already got my name over there, right there. Shout out to everybody filtering into the chat right now. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Tommy. TJ, oh, y'all, you missed the cue right there, TJ. Go back to your level on why? No?
You didn't do it.
I know. Yeah, well, that we just butchered our intro.
What do you mean?
You could read our names over there. God, we're killing us. Derp Birds in the house right here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the whole community. Shout out to Proxies in the house as well. God, we got a lot to talk about tonight, don't we?
We do. Some giveaways coming up too.
Oh, tons of giveaways coming up. So, yeah, I think for time's sake, right now we got a bunch of Derp in the house. I know everybody's ready to get going with that, and first time getting a chance to meet him and bring him onto the stream as well. A project that we talked about all the way last year. Haven't really covered too far in depth, but I've always been keeping an eye on him. But tonight we have one of the co-founders here. You may know him as King Dave. Welcome on, Dave from Derp Birds. How you doing?
Yo, how's it going, guys? I'm good. Excited to be here.
How's it going? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Welcome on.
Kind of caught me off guard. I'm like trying to chat in the chat as well.
Yeah, dude, trust me, the live stream multitasking gets to you. I'm over here looking at like 3 different tabs, shooting the checks, making sure the video's running. It's first couple of minutes get stressful for a second, but no, man, happy to have you on and welcome to the stream. Glad I got a chance to do this.
Yeah, likewise. I think it's a great time. I think we were talking before the show, and I think it's a really good time to. There's a lot going on in the project right now, so yeah, a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to jump into it. I feel like, yeah, like you said, the perfect timing right now. You guys recently, I've been looking at the charts over at JPEG Store and saw a surge in Derp Birds and all the volume for everything that you guys got going on. You have your staking that's going live. You have the new artwork rework that's happening. It's Raffles system. So much new cool stuff that you guys are doing as a partnership. So we're happy and excited to be able to talk to you tonight because there's a lot of questions I feel like we have, and I'm sure the community does as well. So chat, feel free to hang out with us tonight. Put any questions that you have in the chat. As soon as we see something, we'll be taking live stuff here with Dave as well. So yeah, man, I know we were talking about back behind stage, and that we can spare everybody the, hey, how did you get into crypto kind of thing? What's your backstory kind of thing? If you could give a brief synopsis of who you are and what you do for the Derp Birds team, I guess that would be an easy way to intro you.
I go by King Dave. I've been trying to downplay that to just Dave lately, but yeah, I'm Dave. I'm one of the co-founders of the project. I'm definitely the most useless person on the team. I'm not art or technology, so I basically type long Discord announcements and tweet, and that's basically my my main day-to-day responsibilities.
Nice. I got the easy job then, huh?
Yeah.
No, you guys have been like pioneers, I'd say, in this space when it comes to some of the technology, the minting that you guys have done, multi-sig mint that was happening last year with the Derplings, the incubator and things like that. So it's cool to see you guys kind of evolve, and I know you guys have been working behind the scenes a lot. You guys are coming into this 2.0 phase here soon, and the website, the staking, the claimability of all the Derp, the XP that you guys have, achievements. There's so much stuff that you guys have been that I've been meaning to catch up on, and I'm happy to have you on because we're getting a chance to kind of ask some of those questions tonight. And I know the community has some stuff themselves that they want to get into. So I guess if in your words, what has caused the recent interest in Derp Birds? Like, what have you guys been up to that's been getting people's attention?
Well, I think if you're talking about this weekend specifically, it was a particular Twitter thread that hopefully you guys have checked out. But it, I think that sparked it off. But in general, we've been sort of like gaining a bit of momentum. It's really hard, like the things that we don't normally talk about, and I think a lot of founders don't oftentimes talk about, is like from the moment that your project launches, you're sort of the moment you sell out, you begin this battle for relevancy, right? To remain relevant in the space. And it's really a struggle. And you see that, like, especially if you look at specifically like the volume charts and so on, there was a time when we were number 10. We only had it for like a day. And then that's right when the Good Charlotte Clay Nation drop came out, and they like blew past Zombie Chains around that same time. They sort of blew past us. And so we were at that point at one time, sort of lost, sort of fell behind. We went down too many rabbit holes with the minting tech. Spent a lot of emphasis on that. But I think, to be honest, like a big momentum shift lately has just been coming from the fact that, the market's a bit slow right now. We're definitely in a bear market. And I think a big catalyst for momentum lately has just been that the space is looking to do what you do in a bear market, regardless of what you're trading in. And I hate to use like traditional trading terminology, but like you sort of lead a safer assets, like something that's a little more of a safer bet. And I think the space sort of does do Derp. In fact, this thread that you're looking at, I mean, I'm literally saying in that Derp Birds has the biggest upside potential with the lowest risk of any project. And I think that's sort of reflected in the volume that we're seeing. We're not going anywhere. And I think people know that, like Derp Birds, we've been here for a year, and a lot of other projects have been as well. But I think that the community, even if you're not a Derp Bird holder, I think people know that like we're just here to stay. And I think that's sort of what kicked off some momentum. People were jumping out of the more risky projects, they stopped minting, and they started jumping into Derp Birds, on top of the fact that, as you mentioned a few minutes ago, we've got, and as I talk about in this thread, we have a few major catalysts coming up. But with the launch of the token and the Raffles system, I think that brought in quite a few people as well. So yeah, I think it seems much less risky to a lot of people.
Well, to kind of dial it back for anybody who's maybe like heard of you guys, what was your official like anniversary date, your actual year?
I'm embarrassed because for the longest time,
was it November or no? Like was you guys back in October?
It is September, but I cannot for the life of me remember the exact date. I thought for the longest time it was the 15th, but I think it might be the 17th. So yeah, Lou, what's so crazy is so our Discord bot, our Discord server got hacked at one point. Like we have this crazy security bot now, and people who joined the server a long time ago and were inactive are now in quarantine. So I get DMs from people all the time who are like, "Hey, can you take me out of quarantine?" And I go to look when they join, and so like literally today, 3 people hit me up, and all 3 of them had joined on 9/16. So like literally coming up on exactly a year ago.
That's amazing, man. I remember, like I said, that when I was talking from prior to backstage, is that I remember seeing Derp Birds on one CNFT. That was like the go-to resource back then of what am I minting this week? Like everything was mooning at that time, and for some reason I passed up on you guys, and I want to say it was just because it just didn't resonate with me, the artwork at the time, maybe because I started spending so much stuff. But the one thing that pulled me back, and why I said November, I guess, because I remember, was like during the Derpling thing, was the fact that like how much you guys were building in such a short amount of time, and the quality of your building. It was like, hey, we got these like things that are derp over here. They got these funny little like cartoon like faces, and then all of a sudden, boom, you guys have like these legit tech, this very professional like website and everything. It was just like, all right, hold on, there's more than meets the eye to this team. And that I remember it was the incubators too that like really captivated us. We had a buddy that did it first, not even out of the 3 of us, did the incubator situation. Then they told us about it, then that would really got us interested in doing more. Yeah, the incubator thing was a huge thing.
It really was it's a crazy time. Like I've said a few times, I think we did like too much too fast. Like we, especially for that time, like we did the launch, like a month later, the incubator went live, which was pretty sophisticated at the time. A little over a month later, the multi-sig Derpling transaction was live. And then there's something to be said about like the timing of your roadmap and not going too fast, right? Because because of fatigue, because you want to strategically sort of like let the momentum build, over periods of time. A lot of things that we've learned the last year, but it's hard to believe it's been a year. It's been a very fast
you bring
year.
that up. It's something I've always considered, because for us, like you said, Tommy, not only was it quality, it was new and like innovative. Like you said, TJ, we kind of got pumped. We knew people that aren't even really necessarily in this space that got excited and were actually doing the incubator and like buying eggs on the secondary where they had never even used secondary markets except to sell themselves. So there was that new in the space at the time that was getting us excited. But I was thinking, like you said, how early it was, where I always consider this was a lot of projects with some of these OG projects, older projects, been here a year. Or if you joined in March, you know, there's not necessarily always a way for them to like even understand what went on back then. Like, you know, there's not always a timeline, or unless they really get into the Discord or really kind of look through old YouTube content or something. They may see some pictures or something, but they never may know what it actually is. Or they see derplings on the secondary. Maybe they just think it's like an airdrop, and they kind of weren't there for all that and how big that was at the time.
Yeah, it creates a really, I mean, it's a really good point, because there's this, yeah, I don't know. There's something to be said about like the coming in, like projects that launched much later. It is obviously quite a bit more difficult for them to sort of build that foundational community, like mostly because we haven't seen a whole lot of growth in the space since, you know, for most of this year. There's not been a lot of new collectors coming into the space, and so a lot of projects, I feel like a lot of projects are having a hard time. Like, you know, so many people, Derp Birds was like their first mint. And so it feels like home for them, right? And for other people's, it was Clay, and for other people's projects that launched, it's Chilled Kongs. There's projects that launched, you know, Mallard Order was the first for a lot of people as well. And you see, like, it creates sort of this like diehard following around, you know, that specific, for that specific project. Yeah, and so I think there's a huge benefit in having, and now like being a year old, and you see people like, I'm totally blanking on his name, the founder of Dead Pixels, who has
AF.
AF, who is like literally called out, like he's like, yeah, believe me, I understand the sort of the benefit that we have and how early that we were in the space. So yeah, it's just been a crazy year. So much has happened in this time, but yeah,
crazy to think it's already been a year too, right?
It's wild. That year just flew by. And I think even like what you're saying for new projects, I think new projects coming in are having a tougher time, especially with people who've been in this space for 6+ months, because we're a little tougher on projects now. We're looking into things a little bit more than when we were back a year ago, September, when, like Tommy was saying, we go to one CNFT, you admit practically everything that was on the calendar that week and didn't care or didn't realize or know what a rug pull was, because you saw people making money, making moves. So you want to do those same exact things or same exact plays that people were doing with no research done at all. So I think now, everyone being in for over a year, you know, you're looking at things a little more closely when you're going into a project.
Especially TJ, like we didn't even need to do the research, because some of those projects didn't have any of that stuff going on. It was not like, what's your utility? What's your future roadmap as far as like a metaverse, a game? Where is this project going? It's literally just mint. Oh, okay, cool, mint. Yeah, mint. Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Address, copy, paste, go. Everything.
Exactly. Everything sold out. Not everything. Like we had a tough time right after our mint. Like ADA dumped massively, like literally the day after and a couple days after. But then there again, and here we are talking about stuff that's happened in the past. But like, so we struggled right after mint, because there's just a bunch of stuff that we were working against. There's another project that, like, this is pre-smart contract marketplaces. There's another project that really didn't like us. They're no longer around, but and they sort of, you know, I'm sure you guys remember how easy it was to manipulate floor prices back then. You could just like not send the thing when someone went to buy it, and then you just relist it for a lower price if you wanted. And so there was another project team that sort of like manipulated our floor price down, and it was a very tough time. It was so tough. Like, I think we give projects a lot of shit for just like, you know, not toughing it out. But honestly, some of the stuff you have to go through behind the scenes and how much work it takes, and the fact that for the longest time we were just like, oh, all we have to do is outlast a lot of other projects and we'll be set. But it's not true, because you're not really, and I don't like to think of it like in purely competitive terms, but there is a limited amount of volume. There are a limited number of wallets in the space, and you do have to compete for that. And it's been kind of crazy that we sort of thought like we just had to outlast these other projects, but really there's going to be new projects launching all the time, and that's the competition, right? You're competing against those new projects and their volume and their relevancy, and so it's tough to survive. Really tough to survive.
Well, there's one thing that Slumber Shark over here is telling us. He goes, you know what? We're not a bear market. We're in a bird market over here for you guys.
Bird market. Yeah, I mean, this weekend it definitely seems that way. We have two, I think right now in the top 12 on JPEG Store. Even Derplings are up in the top 12. Dude, there's a huge. I think the floor ran from like 70 to 120 today on Derplings.
Your website holds all that floor value over there, right? The link tree for that, I believe. You have like some of those floor values on that, I want to say.
Oh yeah, from the Twitter profile.
Yeah,
the Derp
yeah,
Birds.
their
I saw
website
that.
on the link is pretty good over there. TJ, I don't know if I have that for you, but we can pull that up in a sec.
Yeah, I can get that website up.
But yeah,
But
dude,
yeah,
so
it's been a crazy weekend. Things really it started. So yeah, to jump into a little bit about that, like we basically, I don't know if you guys like followed all of it all the way through, but there was basically where it came from was, and again, the community's sort of been giving me a hard time lately because I never talk the way that I did. I never talk about the project the way that I am now and the way that I talked about in that tweet. And it's just because for the longest time, I mean, you get out here and you talk about like every project team will talk about their project in a kind of a similar way. Like, here's what we're building and here's why it's so special. But just saying that, like, you know, doesn't really do anything. When you have something that's objective to look at, it makes a big difference. And so Goofy Chris from the Chill Kongs community did this really great thread on I think it was like 12 different market variables that he looked at. So it was all objective. This wasn't a subjective opinion. He went out and said, look, here are 30 popular projects in the Cardano NFT space. He didn't say the best projects. He just said, here's 30 popular projects.
Yeah.
Here are 12 objective market variables, vectors, whatever that you look at, and ranked all of the basically all of the 30 projects against those 12 variables. And what was really interesting that came out of it is that Derp Birds was ranked number 7 on there, and the 6 projects that are above us on the overall have a floor price that is an average of 7 times higher. 7 times higher. And again, this isn't a subjective thing. This is all based off actual. If you scroll down a bit here on the tweet, you can see it, like 7 times higher. So yeah, the 7 projects there on that overall score image, 7 times higher than the average floor of than the floor of Derp Birds, the OG Derp Birds collection. And then the 6 projects beneath us, even they had like an average floor of like 450, which is like 2.5 times higher. And so that's, like, just looking at that alone, right? If you're outside of the NFT space, you just look at that alone. And again, it would be different if this was some subjective, like, which is your favorite project? And then you stack them up and look at floor prices. But this is an objective measure of 12 different market variables. And Derp Birds is 7 on there overall. So you just look at that and you think, okay, if the 6 projects above it have a floor price that's 7 times higher, then the potential upside for Derp Birds is 7x from where it was at 200 at the time. And the I mean, and that's sort of what kicked off the motivation for the tweet, was just to sort of like put that out there, because and that's why I said in the first tweet of the thread is that, to me, it's pretty low risk, because like if the floor price is 200 ADA instead of like 2000 ADA to jump into a project, the downside is much lower. Not to mention, every time Derp Birds rallies, it's sort of, we obviously will have some sort of retracement, but it tends to be quite a bit less severe than some with other projects. So anyways, that's sort of what kicked off the Twitter thread, was calling that out. And yeah, I think it sort of resonated with people that it makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of metrics. That whole thread, that original one that was put out was so it's interesting, right? Of like all the metrics that were taken into account to kind of get some of those stats, and then, like you said, to break it down in your way, to kind of showcase what Derp Birds has been doing. I think you were saying the same thing behind stage. It's like, I don't typically do tweets like this normally, so it was like a big thing for you to go ahead and put this out. But it does put into account some of the stuff that you guys have been doing, and like maybe some of the stuff that people don't see behind the scenes as far as like the metrics go, because you guys do have multiple collections. You do have the Derp Birds, you have the Derplings, you have the Drapes, you have the Preds. There's so much stuff that you got in the eggs. There's so many different little collections that you guys have. You guys are a very big ecosystem when it comes to the overall things that you guys have. And I know your community runs very strong. Obviously, you can see some of the support that is even in here tonight. So for me, I've always been a holder of Derps. I've never been very active in like the community portion of it. But for me, it was kind of cool to see some of the metrics broken down that you kind of went into.
I mean, this one I think that you're looking at right now is literally this. This is the other side of the market dynamic that I think really matters, because the reason, another reason why it's low risk, in my opinion, is because for this exact statistic, right, the diamond hand statistic. By the way, I love mutant clocks. By the way, they're one of my favorite projects. But I think we maybe have flipped them since Saturday, because there were like 200 OGs listed at the time that this went out, maybe 230, and there must be like 150 or less right now. And so again, that speaks to what I said at the beginning of the thread, which
161, not to cut you off. Holy crap, I just checked it.
Dude, check out Derplings. Check out Derplings right now. Check out Pred. Like, go Drapes are a slightly different story. But if you look at Pred, I think there's 60, and Derplings are
128 listed. That's it.
That's insane.
Okay, so guys, like, okay, now you look at these statistics, right? You look at the fact that there's 7 times we're 7 times on floor price. We're 7 times under the 6 projects ahead of us by average. There are 150 OG Derp Birds listed for sale. To me, that alone is just setting the stage for anyone, any DAO investment group, whatever, anyone to just come in and be like, wait, what? You're telling me? Actually, scroll down to the next tweet if you don't mind. You can kind of see it there on the right. Is you just look at the next one and say, here are some fun stats. At that time, at the time of writing on Saturday, we were 70 NFTs away from a 2x. We were 108 NFTs away from a 10x floor for 100,000 ADA. All right. Chilled Kongs yesterday just hit 15 million volumes, and big congratulations to them. Like that's an awesome, huge milestone. They had 15 million ADA. We are 100,000 ADA away from a 10x floor, and there's 182 NFTs from of the 100. There's now, and would you say there's 151 listed right now? So this is completely out of date now. We're probably like 70,000 ADA away from a 2,000 floor, and it would take probably 80 NFTs. The stage is set, and to me, that's why I'm so excited, because like to me, the rocket is on the launch pad, and literally the rocket is like stacked to the gills, like with fuel to blast off. Like, and so to me, like writing this again, this isn't the way I normally talk about the project, but I don't know, like I have friends who've approached me outside of the NFT space and like, oh man, so I should buy Derp Birds and NFTs. I'm like, well, you should be very careful about NFTs in general. And I'm very reluctant to tell anyone like, yeah, you should buy Derp Birds. I've never told a real life friend of mine. I tell them, if you think it's fun and you want to get involved, absolutely. But if you're just looking, you think that you're going to get filthy rich overnight, you should probably be really careful. If someone walks up to me right now, I would literally point them to this thread and be like, well, I can tell you we're factually, objectively undervalued massively, and there's not enough supply left on the market to just satisfy the upcoming the catalysts that I talk about later in the 3 major catalysts that I talk about in this thread. So I just don't understand. Do you guys know that Drams, whatever, you guys know him. This guy has 1,400 veggie NFTs. Okay, he has wild. 700 veggies. He has 700 junkies. By the way, which is awesome, right? I love that I love the veggies project.
You need to talk to that guy, right?
Well, he recently jumped into Derp Birds. He sort of dipped his toes in Derp Birds. He bought 50. That's him like literally dipping his toe into the pool.
I know.
1,400. So when I say that there's like literally 182, there's 150 now listed, and it's 80,000 ADA, and Chilled Kongs just hit 15 million ADA. To me, the rocket is fucking primed. It's literally on the platform, and I don't know how, with the catalysts that we have coming up, with the next roadmap features we have coming up, I just literally don't know. Again, it's not speculation. This is actual market data combined with things that are coming that will have no choice but to impact the supply that we have.
I agree with Terry. I love seeing your excitement about this. It's making me excited and pumped for it.
I was about to say, if you've ever had a pitch to go ahead and check out Derp Birds right now, I think that was it, man. Everybody's like, yo, I'm about to go buy another one right now.
Loved how hyped you got about the project.
Yeah, no,
I'm getting super sweaty.
But it's good.
I might be on JPEG store right now,
like you said. Yeah, I'm over here taking a look at some of this stuff. But no, so like obviously we can see the stats, we can see the metrics. You guys are in a, like right on the cusp, I feel like, and I've always kind of felt like you guys always, you didn't have your moment yet, or the moment you deserved. But I feel like you guys were like right there. And the fact that you guys are getting out into the public eye now, and you guys are jumping up to the #1 spot in 24-hour volume and diamond-handed listings and stuff like that. it's cool to see because there's so much stuff behind the scenes that you guys are, or that we're about to get into with the project itself. Let me see if I can pull this here because I did want to talk part of the website, right? Like the staking, and I don't know how well my screen share is going to happen, TJ, but I'm going to pull it just because I don't think you're connected like I am, and I wanted to go ahead and walk us through. If I get a little laggy, guys, don't worry. That's just my computer breaking. Yeah.
What's that?
No, this is me. It's the ongoing.
Did you hear that?
Look,
you're not connected like that, like Tommy is.
Yeah.
So this staking website, I've got my wallet connected over here, and here is some of the more that I've been seeing. And again, you guys are getting XP over here. XP is being eventually converted. This whole website has been like, this app has been like redone. Can you walk us through some of this stuff? Obviously, you can see what I have in the wallet currently, and then if I go over to the rewards tab, you can kind of see what kind of light can you shed on this?
I mean, one, I can shed some light on that boss ass epic Derp Bird that you have there, that OG. That's super sick. So yeah, basically we relaunched, we basically built the app back in July because we realized like we were going to a staking system. Like the marketing website just wasn't gonna be able to support this. So the app right now is basically for staking. So once as you've logged in, you have to use your Discord account because we sort of tie everything back to Discord. After that, you connect your wallet as you've done. And then what it does, so we built a non-custodial staking system. So rather than needing to sign a shit ton of smart contracts and not be able to control your asset and having to have your assets locked up, we just thought like, we'll just do what Cardano does. Connect your wallets. We know the assets that are in your wallet. If they're there, you're rewarded. If they're not, you don't get rewarded. Like it's really that easy. And you'll notice on the right side of the screen there that yeah, it's showing the XP that you gain per epoch, and then translate it to Derp as well. Because we don't reward Derp, we reward XP. That's a part of sort of the gamified experience. It also is very important for legal reasons. And so yeah, this is the staking center. If you jump over to the the rewards tab there, and yeah, you can go over to the exchange real quick. And all this does is it shows the XP that you've accumulated since your last claim, and allows you to make a claim. Again, it shows you how much you would get. It also shows you the source of where everything came from. So you've earned like 1,400 XP from staking, 0 from achievements, Discord, and Twitter. Some of that's in the progress. I don't know why the button's not loading here. We're definitely having a few bugs. The Raffle shop, we've been getting some reports of bugs.
It could be Tommy's computer though too.
I have a wallet in it that it's not even a computer. It's literally my my wallet. I put it in the worst wallet I have that has like thousands of NFTs in it, right around 1,000 NFTs in it. So it's probably just struggling. I need to move that out of there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there it is, clean. Again, you can do it right there.
Exactly. And so yeah, we charge 5 ADA for this, which is, I don't know if it's unusual or not. I guess I haven't really paid attention to other projects, but yeah, it's our way of saying like, dude, you don't have to claim. You can let your XP stack and then claim your Derp whenever you're ready. But the small fee of 5 ADA sort of, I mean, at this point, the goal, especially during the bear market, is just for the project to pay for itself. Is to make sure that it runs itself. And so things like this definitely help with that. And then once you have your Derp, the utility right now is the Raffle shop. We have a ton of raffles going on right now. And as I said, there's been there's definitely some things going on right now. I think it's UTXO issues with trying to send Derp when you're trying to bid on those raffles.
Well, there's a couple things.
So that's
here too, because
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask real quick. Sorry, to Curly Knox is back here. Is that can you trade Derp anywhere else outside of the website?
No, we don't have it listed on MinSwap or Sunday. Yeah, Tommy and I were talking about this before the show. Anyone can create a trading pair. We haven't because we want to avoid being classified as a security. And so like anything like setting up a liquidity pool or anything like that kind of makes it seem as if our token is more than a utility token. If we go create a trading pair, it gives the impression that we intend on people making those trades as if they're trying to make money off the token. And of course, people are free to do that. Anyone can go create the trading pair on MinSwap or SundaySwap. We just don't want to because ours is it's a utility token. Derp is supposed to be sort of like an arcade token, right? It's something you earn in the arcade and you spend it on the arcade. I guess you could take your tickets outside the arcade and try to sell them to someone, but and that happens. We literally had someone in Discord a couple hours ago who was like, I want to buy a huge bag of and you can buy it on Muesli Swap as well. But we had someone come in Discord who's like, yeah, I want to buy a ton of Derp. And so people are doing it. And to me, it's super fun. It's really organic. People buying it on Muesli Swap. And and just selling it to each other in Discord. But yeah, better for us not to put it on an exchange ourselves. It just makes it seem as if we're saying that it's something more than a utility token.
Well, I like the XP portion of this, and this question, because I had this as well. So obviously I know the achievements will earn me some staking XP. Obviously staking it will earn me that as well. The Discord and Twitter portion of this, how do I earn any of that?
So yeah, from the start, we've wanted, like, we've always been really cognizant of like not excluding people from the system. So what we wanted to do is, like, if you don't have 100 Derp NFTs, like I'm sure you guys will after this stream is over, but like if you don't have 100 Derp NFTs, then like we wanted people to still be able to participate in the ecosystem. So the idea with the achievement system, there's lots of different things you can do to earn achievements, and if you jump over to the Explorer tab there and jump into achievements, you'll see some of them. And the idea is there's a lot of things you can do to earn achievements. Sending messages, like there's achievements for sending like 1,000 messages. There is achievements for incubating 15 times, which I see you got. Good job. There's a ton of achievements for like a lot of different things in the roadmap. And the reason why yours says 0 is because you've already received the XP for the achievements you've unlocked. And so there's no more. However, if you notice there on the filters in the miscellaneous category down in the third little box, we have repeatable, and you'll see that they're not there. Oh, right, because we haven't got them added in yet. So the repeatable achievements are ones that they just do what they're ones that you can earn on a recurring basis, get that reward. Discord, every single message you send in Discord, well, there's a cooldown period, earns you 1 XP. So even if you're just hanging out with the community, you're an XP. And then the Twitter integration is also a work in progress. But basically the Twitter integration allows you to interact with the Derp Birds Twitter account. So if you like, retweet, comment, and so on Derp Birds tweets, then you'll earn XP as well. So again, it's all about, like, it sounds like we're really like dangling a carrot there for people to like, just spam a lot on Twitter, but it's much more about rewarding people who are engaging with us already and making sure that, again, it's accessible for everyone who wants to participate, even if they don't have, a ton of beta to sweep with.
Well, really, and it's kind of like that next level. Discord already has, the level up feature, and it's something people see. It's kind of cool, but
exactly
kind of like the next level of it, where it gives you a little bit more for doing that. I mean, you see,
dude, and
in our Discord and stuff that do that. Like, hey, I'm level 20 now.
Exactly, and we just pull from that exact same the API, the data from that, and that we just use that system and sort of port it into our system, and like that's literally where it comes from. So, then finally here, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the last part of this, right, is the Raffles, which you can actually use this Derp to go ahead and actually buy things inside your shop or get a chance to buy things inside the shop.
Exactly.
How does this kind of work? Obviously, there's a bunch of new active raffles since the last time I've seen this. I remember the first one was it a Dead Pixels? Was the first one you guys did?
Yeah. Yeah, if
that's
you
crazy.
Down and see the Dead Pixel down there at the bottom, like, yeah, it was. I mean, what's insane is I don't know if you guys can do this easily, but if you go to Pool PM and just look in the Derp Bird as the ADA handle Derp Birds wallet, you can see all the NFTs that are in that wallet. But we've had a lot of NFTs in here, and a lot of these are donated from other projects. So this dino here from Furbles, it's worth 1,400 ADA. That they just sent it to us yesterday, and they're like, hey, could you put that in there? The mouse, the mutant mouse, that's from the mutant mouse team. They sent it to us. We sort of swapped. I think they're worth like 450 or something. We sort of swapped NFTs. I sent them a Derp. They sent me a mouse. They have an awesome raffle system, by the way, if you guys don't know. And so they're raffling a Derp Bird, and we're raffling one of their mutant mouse. And then if you check out the Derp Birds raffle wallet, it is packed.
You want to grab that?
I got it.
Corn team. The Corn team sent us a legendary OG Sprinter, like one of the bubble jets the other day. I think they go for like 5,000 ADA. They hooked us up with that. Wow. My horse there, let's talk about my insane top 3 equine horse that I minted that someone from the community will have to correct me. I super lucked out.
Hey, you too?
Literally top 3.
It's a number 3. What's the stats? I minted one of the top ones as well. When I got
53, Tommy, you're up there too, like top.
Yeah, 100. I was number 53 in stats. I think it was a 171.
This is a 172. This is a 172.
There you go. That's awesome.
So I think, someone from the community will have to correct me, but I think the number 2 sold for like 24,000 ADA or something. Dang it. 22. So I'm gonna throw my horse in there at some point. I have to find out when the time is right. But you see, we have
3,000 ADA right now.
There you go. That's Wow. So these are all the NFTs that will eventually get into the raffle shop?
Exactly. We got Clays, Kongs, Goats, Naru. We have 3 OG.
Oh, when you said the equine, I thought you meant like throwing it up on the shop. You're talking about
raffling it off.
Raffle, dude. This
I didn't realize all these. I thought we were just kind of taking a look at some of the extra cool ones in here. I didn't quite understand all these for raffles.
No,
all right.
These are literally all for the raffle shop. Like we have that OG Sprinter there from Cornucopias. Like so we have bids on quite a few others. And then, and so to tie this back, right? So to sort of get back to the Twitter thread, I talked about 3 catalysts that sort of like the market conditions are set. That's all objective, right? Those are there's no opinion. That's literally just actual market data. We're undervalued. We have a literal runway of like 7x on floor price, and there were 150 listed now for sale. That's objective data. You talk about the catalysts that are upcoming, and one of them is to sort of tie this into the app and the raffle shop is the staking system that we have, this non-custodial staking system. The moment we launched it, we had multiple projects reach out to us and like, hey, could we participate in your staking platform? Where basically, if your community, if holders have NFTs from our project in their wallet, they would earn Derp as well, or XP as well. And we talked to some people in the community, and everyone was pretty against it. Because it sort of devalues the Derp assets, right? The NFTs. Because if I can now go buy NFTs of another project and also earn XP in Derp, sort of makes it less significant to have Derp NFTs. And so and then we sort of, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place here, but like we then announced Derp Birds 2.0, Cosmo from the Pendulum Project, who is one of the best artists, hands down, in the space. In fact, there's some Pendulum NFTs in there. One of the best artists in the space. He's one of my best friends here in Denver, by the way. He is coming over to completely reimagine the OG Derp Bird collection. And so we thought, in order to sort of bridge that gap between Derp Birds and Pendulum, we'll allow those anyone who's holding Pendulum NFTs to also be able to participate in our staking platform. And we thought that was a good way to like bring some utility for Pendulum and sort of make up for the fact that we're now stealing half of Cosmo's time, for Derp Birds now. And so that opened up the door to a larger conversation with a lot of other projects who came to us again. We're like, well, if you're bringing Pendulum in, is there any way for us to make this work? So the zombie DAO from the Zombie Chains project, we worked something out with them. And again, I outlined this in the tweet, but basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be opening up to 4 projects initially, where we're working with 4 projects who will be participating. There's the first 2, so the Zombie DAO and Pendulum. We're going to be working with 4 projects, and you'll be able to stake NFTs in those projects and earn in our ecosystem. However, you have to have an OG Derp Bird staked to your account to be able to begin accumulating staking rewards. Okay. And as I call out in that tweet, there are 7,000 wallets for those 4 projects, 7,000 holder wallets for those 4 projects. If only 5% of them participate, that's 350 people. Right. Damn. There were only at the time 200 Derp Birds for sale. There's only 150 now. So again, this is what when I'm saying like it's super easy for me to get really excited and to feel as if I can be pretty confident talking about this. It's because the market situation is there. The stage is set, right? And now you have these upcoming things that are happening that are literally going to be going into place. And if only 5% of those project communities decide they want to participate in the staking program, there's literally not enough Derp Birds for them to be able to use to be able to get into the platform. And of course, there'll be some of those people probably have Derp Birds. People will, sort of make deals with each other. Maybe they'll trade. But like, to me, I'm just like, okay, there's literally not going to be any Derp Birds left. And again, we were 150 on Saturday NFTs away from a 10x. So on the floor price. So I'm just like, okay, guys, like keep ignoring, but this is literally going to happen. And so, that's one of the catalysts. And it's, again, there's been, by the way, when I wrote this thread, there were 12 projects, and I mentioned it there. There were 12 projects that had reached out wanting to join the program, and we've decided we're gonna set it at 5 and see how that goes. Since I published this thread, we're now up to 24 projects who have reached out and who are wanting to. So there's huge demand for people who want to sort of get pulled into the ecosystem. So again, there's literally not enough Derp Birds that exist.
So you need, in order just to kind of summarize, I know Anax Manor jumped in. He just like, hey, what's going on? Just resetting the room a little bit. If you've been with us over here or just tuning in, this is our F35 live stream. We're here with King Dave, the co-founder of Derp Birds. He's very passionate on what's going on with Derp Birds and why you should be paying attention to him right now. And outside of that, I just wanted to shout out, because we don't get a chance to kind of plug this too much, but make sure you guys, if you're enjoying the show, first-time listeners or anybody over there, hit that like button. It really does help the channel grow. Or if you guys are enjoying the content like Dave or just like Derp at all, that helps out. And obviously as well, go ahead and make sure if you are in our chat and you for some reason aren't following Derp Birds, head over to Twitter and make sure to give them a follow and a like, and just get into their ecosystem, join the Discord, because there's a lot happening right now. And I wanted to dial that back. So Dave, the main thing with the staking platform and everything that you guys have is if you own one of those partner projects, you need to have one of those OG Derp Birds in order to participate in the staking. Is that correct?
Yeah, you just summarized in seconds what took me minutes to get. Yeah.
Dude, don't get me wrong. I could get into we do this too much right now, where sometimes I'm just like, all right, we got time coming up. We got a million people in the chat. Let's go ahead and let's get into it, because I know we're running out of
behind it. Really is what sold it. Though,
it does.
Honestly.
Yeah, you probably are going to move some Derp Birds here along tonight, if anything. But no, for time's sake over here, because I know we got about 20 minutes sitting left inside the stream, and we want to get a chance to serve some people in the chat to go ahead and give you some questions. I did see rumblings earlier on of the Derp 2.0 or previews of artwork or anything. What can you kind of allude to outside from the staking platform? I know you guys haven't officially put all the details out yet.
So 2.0, basically, and it's mentioned in this thread as well as one of those three catalysts. 2.0 is, we launched the collection a year ago. It's on a locked policy. We need to migrate it to an open policy. This is very similar to what SpaceBuds is doing, but for different reasons. We've been talking about doing it since March. We just want to get the OG Derp Bird collection on an open policy. That was the main objective. We want them to be on an open policy so we can do dynamic things with them. We can let people sort of like change them over time. The Pred, for example, are on an open policy, and we want the OG Derp Birds to be on an open policy as well. It took us a long time to sort of like work out if we definitely want to go through with it, and we're definitely set on doing it. And the so the other really important piece for this, and why this is such a catalyst and why I've included it in this thread as well, is because we've been very proactive in the last probably 6 months, reaching out to projects, influencers, asking people like you guys, other project teams, DAOs, and so on. Like, yeah, if you guys don't have Derp Birds, why not? And dude, Tommy, you said it. You're like, I meant the Derp Birds last year. I wasn't really into the art. You guys did a show a few weeks ago. I'm blanking on the guys' names you were talking to, but they said the exact same thing. They have a podcast.
NFG Ryan and Devon, NFG podcast. Yeah.
Yep.
They said, and I was like, yeah. I mean, everyone says that. You know how many people I've asked? I'm like, yeah, why are you into Derp Birds? Like, yeah, I love what you guys are doing, but like, I don't really vibe with the art. And so, and I totally get it. It's fair. Like, it's not for everyone. But we thought if we're moving to a new token, or a completely new token, like, of course, we can address the most common thing that we hear for why people maybe sit on the sidelines and aren't into Derp Birds, and it's the artwork. So again, Cosmo, Cosmo is one of the best artists in the space. And I was like, dude, how do you feel like coming on to Derp Birds? He's super down. I have unread text messages from him right now, actually. And so we're basically going to be working with one of the best artists in the space to reimagine the entire OG collection. So again, for us, that just addresses one of the major things that people, again, I don't think that in and of itself is going to like create a wild frenzy where people are all of a sudden jumping into it. But I think that it just addresses, everyone loves Cosmo for his artwork, and I think it just really addresses one of the things that people most commonly cite that they don't really love about the project, and that's the artwork.
Well, that's I mean, like I said, it's a fair criticism, and like I said, art's subjective. We do have someone did ask up here about the 2.0 portion. Is it going to be anything required? I don't know, whatever you can speak to on this as far as migrating to a 2.0. Like, are you gonna get automatically migrated, or are you gonna have to make some sort of a thing, like SpaceBuds, right, where they're able to, the users have to make the choice?
Yeah, so everyone will have to make the choice. So the way that it'll work is it'll be maybe not as immersive as like doing a Pred invasion was, but it'll be an awesome experience that we're going to set up. One of the things that we're going to be doing is allowing people to do multiple at one time, right? It would take, some people have 100 plus OG Derp Birds, so that would take ages. So we're going to allow them to do multiple at a time. But the way that it works is you'll basically just be giving up that original token that original OG NFT for the new one. It is so it costs no ADA, but there will be a fee that's paid in Derp. So you'll be able to cover the cost of the upgrade with just by using Derp.
Okay.
So that's literally all that's required. Since we can't burn those original NFTs because the policy is now locked, they'll be going to what's called a verifiable burn wallet, which is just a wallet that we don't even have the keys for. So it's literally, they're going to be locked up. They'll be completely inaccessible. And for all intents and purposes, they will be burned. Last thing that I'll mention that is really important to people is on Open CNFT, which is extremely important for a project, right? What's the volume and floor price and all that look like? You can actually merge policy IDs. So we'll be merging the OG policy ID and the 2.0 policy ID. Space Fuzz, I guarantee it will do the same thing. Some other projects have already done that, by the way. And so it'll just look like it's one. So we'll keep our positioning and all that. I think that's important for overall market health and so on. Yeah, that's 2.0. Sure.
Awesome. I don't know if there's any previews or somebody's asking us to pull up new artwork. I don't know if you guys had any sneak peeks laying around on the Discord or in the website. For us to kind of scroll through if anybody hasn't seen it or if you haven't.
If you can jump over to, if you look, actually, hold on. I can send messages in private chat, right?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. So we just dropped something night before last night. It's a very, very, very small sneak. And Malau from our community tweeted it out. So I'm scrolling through his Twitter feed now.
Yeah, if you want to drop that link in the chat in here, we can go ahead and pull that. And then for everybody here, as we get towards the back end of having Dave on here, if you guys want to start any questions that you have for him, anything else that you I know we did like a rapid fire thing when we had Newton Baker, aka Hydro Wilson, on for Mold Money. If you guys have any rapid fire questions for Dave that you want answered, feel free to drop some stuff into the chat. And he might do his best to try to answer them for you. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Super discreet sneak peek, right? Like we have the original artwork on the left, and quite clearly the new artwork on the right. And so, someone came in the other day and said they pick up all like the smoking NFTs. So, we dropped that, but you can kind of get an idea of sort of the fidelity, like the overall quality change. And guys, I'm not kidding. Like, I am so hyped. Like it's all I can do not to share the artwork. Like it's literally Mike Cosmo, who's doing the artwork, like sends me previews all the time. Yeah. And it's misery. It's like torture because I want to show it off so bad. But we're actually working on people.
You could just show it right now, real quick.
Yeah, no one would. But guys, it's again, if you're familiar with Cosmo's work, like he is such a wildly talented guy. Yeah. And again, just to repeat what I said, like I think it addresses one of the things that people oftentimes say that really not really into the artwork, and so I think we're addressing one of the weaknesses we have.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see the upgrade obviously from there, so that'll be cool. Like once everything goes into full production on that, do you have any kind of date or any kind of timeline when anybody can expect to see any kind of sneak peeks?
Well, after a year in the space, what we've learned is that putting out deadlines or public dates is almost, until you're a few days out, it just always bites you in the ass. Yeah. And so I will say the community has shared their thoughts on when it's going to come oftentimes in Discord. Okay. And I think there's a general consensus around when it's going to come. And so I'll just say that it's earlier than what most people are saying. Okay. So, but I'm not even going to put a date on things. But
September 13th.
It's definitely earlier. But however, one thing I want to say is with our 1 year anniversary coming up, we are working on sort of a hype trailer for 2.0. And we're working with another team here in the space on that, which is a ton of fun. And I don't think we're going to hit our 1 year anniversary date. So as per usual, we're a bit late on things, but the trailer is going to be sick, and it will be the first major reveal. Obviously, we're going to Vegas, and a big sort of focus on the emphasis in Vegas is going to be on 2.0, showing off the new artwork and getting people really excited for it. So yeah, it's a huge preview is coming up.
So before Vegas, got it.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Well, hey, we're wrapping up here on the final 10 minutes, Dave, with you. So we got a couple people in the chat dropping a few questions. I don't know if we can answer any of these. We'll kind of go down the list. I'm just reading through some of these at all. I mean, anything rescue missions for Pred prisoners?
Okay, yeah. So if you're out of the loop, in order to get a Pred NFT, you have to give up an OG Derp Bird or a Derpling. And we didn't burn them. They're just locked away in a wallet. If you go to derpbirds.io, the website, maybe we don't have time for this, but if you go to the website, you can actually look up and see, if you look up a Pred, you can see which Derp Bird or which Derpling was given up to get that Pred. So we floated the idea of eventually allowing people, if you hold the Pred, if you have a Pred and it obviously it has captured an OG Derp Bird or Derpling, otherwise it wouldn't exist, then you might be able to rescue it at a later time and get that NFT back. Okay. The reason why we locked them up was to take supply off the market, and so we will not consider doing rescue missions until we see the market grow and the space grow. We need a lot more people in the space. We need to see a lot more organic demand. But if that happens, we will talk to the community and work with the community and let them decide whether or not we should do rescue missions and allow people to reclaim. The really last thing I'll say on it is a really cool thing about that people figured out is, okay, if in order to do the rescue mission, I need to rescue a certain Pred, I need, to rescue a certain Derp Bird or Derpling, I need the Pred that was created from it. Okay. People looked up like some of the rare Derp Birds that were given up for Pred, and they went and bought those off secondaries, and now they're holding those Preds that they maybe bought for 78 at the OG might be worth like 5,000.
That's a big move right there. Yeah, big move right there. Okay, so moving forward with that, I don't know if there's anything to this due to the Derpling Moon today. Can you leak master key utility? I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, so the Derplings, yeah, they ran from like 80 to 130 today, floor price, something like that. And there's an attribute that the Derplings have, which is just what we call a master key. It's just like a big key sitting in the background. And so there's been speculation, literally 10 months now, on what the master key utility is for. And we haven't said, and we're not going to. But I should say that the master key does earn you a lot of XP for staking. But yeah, that's all I'll say for now.
Tommy, don't you have a key or something in your
I might
your Derpling with the because I like yours. I was always really big fan of it because it's the Kill Bill one.
Yeah, the DD type with the gun shells, the golden pedestal. Yeah, I'll have to look at that actually now that you said that. Proxies is asking, how many people are on the Derp team?
So yeah, that's a great question because we recently went through a little bit of a change. There were 3 of us who founded the project, me, my best friend James, and who was the original artist, and then Chapman or Geek, who is the engineer. James, the artist, recently sort of took a step back out of the entire NFT space. It's not really been around for around 2 months. And so for a little while, it's been me and Geek, me and Chapman. However, Cosmo, my buddy Mike, the artist in Pendulum, he is now a full-time member of the team. So there's 3 of us, and then we have like the best mods in the space. We have quite a few mods.
Awesome. Well, that's good to see. This is somebody asking too over here. Is Pred 2.0 a thing?
That I can't believe we didn't talk about that. No, so Pred 2.0 is not a thing. However, as we talked about, since the policy for them is open, Cosmo, who is again awesome artist and sort of like super high attention to detail, there's no way he's going to allow the 2 main collections of the project to not have a matching aesthetic. So he's going to redo all of the artwork for Pred, and you're just going to wake up one morning and we will have pushed it out to the metadata. Like the metadata will just be updated. And you're again, if you guys haven't seen Mike's art, like go look up the Pendulum project.
Yeah.
Like this is the guy who's literally going to be recreating Pred. I mean, the OG Derp Bird collection as well. But like, yeah, you're just going to wake up one morning
and see that. I think Pred for me was like one already an upgrade, like a huge thing. I was very drawn to that artwork. So to see an even better enhanced version of that, I'm really excited for that. And that's all due to the fact that you guys have an open policy on that one, right?
Exactly. That's what's doable with the open policy. So again, you just think about, without saying too much, think about where that means, like what that means for those 2 policies, like where they can be taken from new attributes, which is something that's on the list for Pred, like a Pred armory where you can customize your Pred. You can unlock new traits and like customize them, but really the sky's the limit. Same thing with the OG Derp Bird collection is on an open policy, we can do so much more with them.
How about with the apes? You guys touching the apes too?
We're not going to readjust the apes for a couple reasons. One, the apes they played a very important, I won't go into all the details, but like they played a really important part of the project and like helping us get the minting technology right. That's really what the Derp apes were all about, was helping us sort of further develop the minting technology. They were also a meme by the community. We sort of like made fun of the whole ape meta in the NFT space, and the community ran that
day.
And of course, everybody broke the minting thing at that time, and you guys had to shut down for a second, get it ready to go because the demand was so crazy for them, right?
Yeah,
dude, the story of our life.
On point that day. I love them.
It proves that apes in the space that they do well, right? Never bet against them.
Exactly. So we're not gonna and not to mention that was James, you know, our previous artist, like that was sort of his like legacy. He loved the apes, and so we're not gonna.
I'm a big fan of the apes too. I actually truly like those apes.
I do too. I enjoy them.
Personally, I think they're so much fun. Like I love, like I don't really hate the ape meta that much. I think a lot of them are super fun, but the Derp apes are so much fun. They're really fun.
Oh, I got them with the birthday hat with the cigar still chilling. It's my favorite one. I love that one.
Nice.
I love the ones with the big puffed out fur.
Dude, the mega poof. Yeah, those are basically I think they're the most sought out.
Yeah. Well, quick question, a couple questions. Maybe we can go rapid fire style on this for the last few minutes. He said, where does Cosmo find all the time for a bit? He's a busy guy.
He is a very busy guy, and so if you guys don't know, with Pendulum, the other project, like we are working on the Chaos collection as well, and so between 2.0 and then redoing the entire Pred collection, we're rebranding Derp Birds. There's the hype video, there's a roadmap. We're working on sort of a new roadmap graphic. Like he's a very busy guy right now. He works a ton. And also, we're not really in a crazy rush right now to do these things. We're going to do them right, and so. He works hard. He's a busy guy, but
no worries on that. Are Derp faction wars working towards mobile games?
Our Derp. Wait, where was this question? Oh, our Derp faction wars working towards. So on the faction war, I think the best thing to say about the faction war right now is that in order for us to pursue what we want to do with the faction war, we need the market to be in a much healthier place before we commit to doing something crazy like that. But I will say, if we take the faction war a full-on like actual game route, then yes, I couldn't imagine not doing it on mobile.
Okay, awesome, good stuff. Derp Birds, right here, the Derp skins. I guess, what are the customization ideas for the OG collection?
So we have to be super careful with the OG collection because people bought really. I mean, this just in the last like 36 hours, we've had 3 buys for 5,000 ADA. It's like people buy the rare NFTs and that have higher rarity ranks. And if we allow people to change the metadata, the underlying metadata, it would adjust the rarity ranks. And that would be a huge, middle finger to people who spend a lot of money on those more rare NFTs. However, there are, like, you are calling it skins there. And so we can do things that are just purely cosmetic, sort of like change the artwork, but it doesn't adjust the underlying metadata. And that's what I was alluding to with the 2.0 being on open policy. We can work with multiple artists. We already have some ideas around that. We've already talked to other people. There's ways we can really take that and do some fun things with it, but nothing that we really have to talk too much about yet.
Okay, awesome. I think we're going to wrap one last one up over here is, will Derplings get a 2.0?
Derplings will not either, and though it's for a different reason. I think the main reason we won't do Derplings 2.0 is because the policy locks at the end of this year. Okay. And so we have to sort of set some priorities. We don't want to do 2 token migrations, migrating the OG Derp Birds and the Derplings. And so with the policy locking on Derplings, it would just be too much work, especially for Cosmo, to get both of those done. So yeah,
I can't imagine the Derplings wouldn't have any future. Do you guys have plans for any, and I mean, not just very vaguely, like obviously including them, part of that collection to be like for the utility for them? Because my always thought was like those things are going to grow up one day and like take over or whatever your imagination can be with that, right?
Yeah, the main thing now, so the way we frame it is that the OG Derp Birds and the Pred are sort of the main characters of of sort of the whole thing. And then the Drapes and the Derplings are sort of secondary characters. So they all earn staking rewards. And there are some other interesting things that aren't implemented yet that have been announced that are in the achievement system. So for example, not only can you earn staking XP for Derplings, but we have an achievement for every pairing of an OG Derp Bird and a Derpling that you have together, like the daddy and the child. You actually get an achievement that you get the rewards for every epoch. So there's sort of like things like that we have. But beyond that, anything that we do in the future that we can use them for, we will include them for. But it's important to know that, like, yeah, the OG Derp Birds and the Pred are sort of the main characters.
I did appreciate the achievement on that, because we always had the joke back in the day. I think we called them the Jon Snowbirds, the orphans out there, bastards. Yeah, we had always coined. Yeah, so that was good. That's why I've always kept my daddy-daughter combo together.
Nice.
The two of them.
Love it.
Such a good
dad. But I don't know if we can get one last. We'll sneak one last in here for you, because you guys have been great over here in chat. Final question: when merch 2.0?
Yeah. So our first round with merch, we went through spring, did not go well. Like, people got the wrong things. Stuff was broken when they got it, and so we've been holding off. I think we would only do merch again if we worked with like a really high quality vendor. And there's been great examples of projects in space, Yumi Universe, like, you know, they did some really high merch and stuff. And so, like, we would definitely pursue it again. But again, I feel like it's one of those things that we want to wait till the market's in a better point. We don't want to be like telling people to buy stuff right now. So no time planned, but, you know, definitely a possibility.
Yeah, well, no worries on that. And will anybody get a chance? Well, I don't know if there's anything that you guys plan on doing, but any last minute stuff? I know CNFTcon over there for you guys. What can anybody expect if they get a chance to see you out there?
So I guess this will be the sort of the spoiler for the night, because I try to do like a spoiler on every show. So for Vegas, people have been asking a lot about what we're doing, and the couple things I will announce that we haven't said anything about is, the booth is 30 by 30. Everyone knows that. I don't know how in God's name we would fill a booth a 30 by 30. It's like the size of my apartment. And like, I don't know what we're supposed to put in that. So a couple things that we decided to do to make it a lot more, to make it easier, but also to make it a lot more fun, is we are working with a couple other projects, and we're sort of teaming up. It's going to be the Derp Birds booth still, but we're just going to create more of a lounge type experience where it's not about necessarily blasting you with marketing about Derp Birds. It's going to be really more of a networking event more than anything else. We want people just to feel like they can come over and hang out. But we will be running, so we have the awesome raffle tech. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be throwing some super high value NFTs, including that OG Sprinter from Cornucopias. We're going to be throwing some really high value NFTs into the raffle shop. We're going to be telling people, giving out these little cards that people can bring back to the booth. And if they turn that in, they can get 100 Derp for free, or token. And they can scan another QR code and go to the raffle shop and spin that immediately on those raffles. Those raffles will start right before we go to Vegas, and they'll end second day of the show. And so that's sort of our gimmick to get people to, you know, come back to the booth. And then the last thing I'll say, and I think we're the only project that's done this, is we have a sponsor. We're working with Eternal, who's actually sponsoring our booth. And big reason of that is because we need people to be using mobile wallets so we can scan the QR code to send them the Derp. And so we hit up Eternal, told them what we were doing, and they loved it. So they're going to be sponsoring a booth, which is, it's pretty sweet. I feel awesome. Very official. Having a
That's
sponsor.
Really cool.
Yeah, amazing over there. And I hate
Eternal. That's huge. That's awesome.
That's huge over there. Dave, I hate ignoring people over here, and I'm going to say, I'll leave it to a yes/no answer because I know we're already off on time. Is, can a buff rank 4 be minted? Yes or no?
Okay, this is something that has come up from the beginning, because if you ever have a minute, go look at the Pred bodies, and there's the buff, which is massive.
Yeah.
So the way rank 4s are the ones that have the hands in front of the body, right? Okay. So if the body is much bigger, then where the arm comes from sort of looks skewed, like it should be further out. So some of the hands look really off. But there are some hands that look perfectly normal with rank 4 with a rank 4 buff, and there are a couple that were created but they've never been minted. There's only 5,000 Pred can exist right now. I think we're like 3,500. People don't want to give up their OG Derp Birds to get them. People don't believe that they exist, but they definitely exist. We went through the process of making sure they exist.
So there's somebody out there that one day may get a hold of that thing and be the only one. So maybe that's a spoiler for anybody out there. So Dave, no, we appreciate it, man. It's been the hour flew by here with you.
It really did. I had a good time. Sorry if I was too.
No, remind me of whatever you got, man. Just whatever I'm gonna hit you up after this and see whatever you're drinking on or getting you prep started for this pre-workout, man. I need that stuff, man. Like, hit me hyped like that on these nights.
I can tell you what it is. You just have to spend more time in Derp Birds Discord. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's such a fun place. Like, this energy that I have is like basically what the chat is like.
Well, honestly, it makes it easier for us because you just give all the information. You don't have to ask many questions. So you just give us everything already. So it makes it easier for us. I loved it.
Well, dude, let's plan a part 2. So many things I didn't even get to.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, I'll come back on.
Absolutely. Well, again, we appreciate everybody hanging out in chat. Shout out to the whole Derp fam that's been hanging out with us this entire time. Thank you for those awesome questions. Hopefully you got some good info out of it. If you guys have been veterans or if you're brand new to the space, and Axamander, I know he just went ahead and purchased a Derp and a Derpling after listening to you speak over there. So I'm excited. I'm going to go hit the prize secondary after this, and hopefully prices aren't too crazy by the time we're done.
3 already sold when we were talking.
It's amazing, man. But no, it's been so fun to have you on. Reminder over there for everybody, if you haven't already, make sure you guys are following Derp Birds over on Twitter. Make sure to join their Discord. Get involved with everything that they got going on. They have an amazing staking platform. And on top of that, if you guys did enjoy the video at all tonight or enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. And Dave, it's been an honor to get to host you, man. We definitely, like you said, have to do this again.
100%.
Would love to. I had a really good time. Last thing I'll say is I really do enjoy the show. I listen to you guys on a regular basis. I love the quick recaps. I don't have to watch. I can just listen. So yeah, I really do enjoy the show.
Awesome. Well, again, we'll be getting on here for another at least another hour, probably hour and a half, hanging out afterwards. So feel free to hang out in the chat, guys. Any questions you guys have, maybe Dave will be there to answer. But if not, this video for anybody who's in the Derp fam who doesn't know us, will be up on YouTube, timestamp ready tomorrow. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you guys missed the live stream or want to listen back. So make sure to go ahead and check that out if you guys missed or just catching in right now. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at chat right now over there. Still so much Derp love over there. But Dave, we appreciate your time over here. And yeah, man, have a good rest of your night. And we'll be talking soon from here.
Cool. Let's do it. I'll see you guys.
Take it easy.
Take care. Question for dress code: is black shirt mandatory? Yeah, we are wearing black shirts tonight, huh? So
yeah, we wear black shirts on Monday.
This is black on Mondays, guys.
If you don't.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole Derp team, everybody over here. If you guys are hanging out with us, we appreciate it. If this is your first time seeing us too, we do these every live streams every Monday night. This is our weekly live stream that runs from usually 9 p.m. Eastern to at least 11 p.m. Eastern. I say at least now because it usually will run longer.
Yeah, you used to lie for 20 episodes.
Nowadays this runs longer. If you guys are in the chat now, stay tuned, man. We got some giveaways that are about to run for the next hour and a half. But one of the first things, I just kind of wanted to shout this out and shout out to Proxies over in the house right now. Guys, we have an NFT collab.
Yeah, these came out so good. Shout out to Proxies for real. They're awesome. I love these.
This is the first, I guess, official NFT that features Freedom 35ers over here. And then big, huge, amazing shout out to the Cardano Proxies team for part of their Proxies Parallel. TJ, you want to, I guess I'm going to pull the wallet. I'm going to give you the link right now. Here, I'm going to pull it right here so everybody can kind of see. We do have some different colors over here.
Get it started.
There you go. Pick a number 1 through 100. No, we're going to do it a little bit differently over here. Don't break our stream, please. We've dealt with the random number generator if you guys are trying to do that.
Do not do that.
Please don't do that. I'm pretty sure it'll boot us off stream right now if you do that. But no, TJ, I went ahead and sent you the link.
I was already sharing it. I thought it was up. My bad.
TJ's over here, just not Gordon. So over here, yes, if you want to blow that up a little bit, you can kind of see. But guys, yeah, this is also featured on the thumbnail for us as well. But huge and, like I said, amazing shout out to the Cardano Proxies team. This artwork was a surprise for us, man. I remember talking to Tudor over there, and he was asking us what our favorite projects were, just some themes, just things that we liked, and all of a sudden, one day we see this, and we were absolutely blown away. It was so cool to see. This is by Proxies over here. This is the first one. I mean, I get a smile every time I look at it. It's just so cool.
I just thought the colors are
so cool. The colors were great choices. Yeah, for sure. I love that neon cyberpunk, like the pink and the purples and greens. It looks great.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. You guys did an amazing job over there, the artist. And the cool thing about it, if maybe we can explain a little bit of the backstory of why some of those things are in the project. When Tudor had asked which one of us, if we had to pick a favorite project to try to narrow it down, which would be our favorites. So you see the Mallard there, you see the Yummy, and then if you look into the little pocket of my guy up in the front, that looks like a 0.2 bill over there, an MFer from Old Money. But I'd be curious if chat can guess whose project is the three of us right
that's
now.
A good question.
Who's
what? I mean, mine's probably pretty easy.
I love to see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'd see over there.
I don't know. I think they'd be surprised.
But yeah, no, this was those three things. If you want to know what the odd is to that or not is to that, those are our three projects out there that they incorporated into this, which I thought was really cool. And it just my favorite thing for that is also Tom. I know we were talking about the faces because obviously we're like terrified that we're getting shot at by these this little yummy and this Mallard over there. I loved Tom's first reaction, or not first reaction, but afterwards when we were looking at it, he's like, dude, I'm like, he goes, I'm looking at it, he goes, I look like the Mask. You ever seen the Mask from Jim Carrey? He goes, dude, I'm the Mask right there. And I was like, absolutely, dude, that was amazing. But it was so cool to see like just us, you know, the artwork, like actual like artwork of ourselves.
I remember you told us, we're like, they're drawing a NFT for us. That's awesome. And like, I wanted to see when he showed us, like, wow, this came out really good. I'm very impressed with that. And very.
Well, I think at first you just asked the question, right? It was like, hey, just this guy asked us, you know, Proxies.
Well, the question,
they sent us over some things in the past. You know, they're in our Discord. They were asking us what our favorite what's his name on our Discord? Tommy, from Proxies over there. Oh, when he reached out, Tudor, Tudor reached out and was just like, hey, who's your favorite projects? And then you're like, hey, you know, the guy over on our Discord asked us what our favorite projects is, and was not expecting this at all.
No. If anybody can take the guess over there, it looks like who's who over there. Somebody said, I don't know who's who, but we got Resin goes, where's the overexposed 1-of-1? He is gone.
Funny as shit. He's in the rocket right here.
He's on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
But I wanted to shout this out because if you guys are not in our F35 Discord, make sure to hit the pinned link up in the top of the chat right now in the chat bar over on YouTube. I want to say that the giveaway just went live 1 minute ago, and there's already 6 people entered in. TJ, maybe you can pop into the Discord real quick. We are going to give one of these away tonight, and then we're going to get into some of the details with Proxies and the Parallels collection that they have going on. But if you guys are not in the F35 Discord, make sure to go ahead and join that. Head over to the giveaways tab, and you guys will have a chance to win this. We're going to be drawing the winner here in about 11:15 Eastern, so about an hour and 5 minutes from now, or 4 minutes, depending on where you're at. You guys will have a chance to win the first Freedom 35ers NFT collab with Cardano Proxies. This is super exciting for us. So big debut over there. And then TJ, let me go ahead. I'm going to send you the link over here, but can we talk quickly about Cardano Proxies too? Because I know there'll be more stuff, and we're not the only content creator over on the Parallels project for them. They do have a certain Viking, an NFT Viking in the collection as well. So we're honored to be among them. But yeah, you can see here Cardano Thor is also part of the Parallels project.
Cool too. Again, the color is just perfect. Love these colors.
Absolutely, they look, and they've got a bunch of these. You know, some of the stuff over there with Ada Ninjas. I just love the proxy style to me. When those first came out, I always thought the artwork was very like beautiful. It was very well done. It's all female focused. So it was cool to see like the artists put a different take with some of the community members and different projects too. So this Parallels thing, and I know we haven't gotten into too much detail, and I want to let the Proxies team be the ones to really put the announcement out for all this stuff. So we will be putting out a Twitter post as well this week for another giveaway on Twitter to win this as well. And then we'll also be doing some stuff for some of our OGs in the chat over there. If you guys have been long with us or just been an active member, we're working to give back to you guys as well. But there is actually some built-in utility to this. It's not just an actual partner, collab thing. They're actually going to be, if you guys have ever staked any of your, believe there's 3 of them. If I remember reading the chat right today, if you stake 3 of your proxies, you are able to go ahead and earn the actual proxy token. And then it's going to be somewhat similar with these, where if you hold to one of these and are able to stake it in the same similar sense to go ahead and earn the proxy token as well. They did give me a little thing to write as far as the wisdom is knowledge over there. I'm not going to go any further into what that is, but if you guys are in the Proxies Discord, the word wisdom may mean something to you guys. But yeah, this is something that we just wanted to shout out big time to the Cardano Proxies team, their Proxies Parallels. And if you guys haven't, TJ, can you pop over to Cardano Proxies actual page over on JPEG?
Yeah, I was actually reading the message he sent us today about that, what you were saying.
Well, yeah, do you want to pull any more details? I don't have it up in front of me right this exact moment.
Well, we said the wisdom is coming. Yeah.
Oh, wisdom is coming. Okay. Yeah. So if you guys are not, make sure to go ahead and check out Cardano Proxies as well. TJ, maybe you can pull them up on JPEG Store real quick. Because I don't know. Yeah. Oh, there
The
you are. There's the,
parallels,
there's the
actually.
proxy parallels, which
Yeah.
obviously shout out, big floor price for those, but really cool to see. And this again hasn't really been like publicly announced out here. This is us kind of leaking some of the first images of those. But obviously, if you guys have been in the space, you've seen Cardano Proxies themselves. So again, he's been hovering pretty well as far as the floor price and stuff goes, and artwork is awesome. I really do love that it's a female focused project, and it's very well done for what they have. I love some of the traits that they do.
Very
so
detailed and well done. I agree.
Absolutely. So big shout out over there. Timmy one
and thank you too. Like that's really cool that they did that for us.
Absolutely. Let me look over here. We got any chat over here. Sorry, he said, Timmy, can you show it? Maybe is he talking to Tommy? Am I Timmy? And Timmy in the chat?
Well, they were.
I know, it's right there next to each other.
Yeah, I got you. Zoom. He said zoom in over there.
This one?
Okay. No, that's a Timmy one. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
One, yeah.
You'd have to go onto the pool PM to zoom. They said zoom in on that stuff, on any of the proxy stuff, because of the details of that. Okay. If you go to the pool, go to pool PM and find one of those. Shout out Breezy for hanging out with us from the Derp community. I know I like the vibe. I'll subscribe. We appreciate it. Anybody new hanging in with the chat, always appreciative. Yeah, we're here every Monday night, just chilling, talking projects, going through some stuff, taking viewer questions. It's amazing. But yeah, dude, shout out to the team over there, the artist. That is very, very well done. You guys have some amazing artwork inside this space. I haven't gone through, and this is one of my, just me in general, just being terrible about not diving into every project. But
where are we scrolling here, TJ? Don't zoom in too much.
I was trying to follow him, and I'm like, all right, like, where am I going with this? TJ? She's like scrolling off to the side.
He said zooming on the details.
Let's keep it. Her eyes are up there, all right? Her eyes are up there.
There you go. Yeah, he was saying on the OG collection over here. They're like, zoom in, or like, where? No, but that's amazing. But yeah, guys, for proxies over there, I don't know. I know we don't have you guys, haven't had you guys on yet, and I know you guys, I want to say it's late for the team over there. You guys are over in London, I think is what they said. So thank you guys for staying up late for us tonight. Yeah, you guys are in the future. You guys are on was it Tuesday time?
Tuesday time.
You're in Taco Tuesday right now.
On shiny time.
Guy thinks he's still on the bachelor party over here. I'm exhausted. Last week was a whole different story. Now I'm awake tonight, Bobby. But no, dude, shout out to the Proxies team. I just wanted to go ahead and shout them out. They do have their actual. Maybe you know what we could do to this. I haven't. Maybe I think we have 600 proxies sitting around that we never did the giveaway for. So I want to extend that giveaway over there. We have 600 proxy token that's also sitting in our wallet. So whoever wins that actual NFT for us, the parallels that ends in about an hour. We'll go ahead and include 600 proxy with that as well. So get a little bit of a bonus tonight. It's tomorrow here over there. Yeah. You guys, thank you guys for staying up late with us. I know you guys were getting a chance and put that out in the Discord, and we really, like you said, are truly appreciative for you guys, what you guys have done with us. It's kind of surreal, like you said, to be immortalized. Like we've always talked about, like, what would we do if we had an NFT collection? What would it even be? But for somebody to go ahead and kind of put us into something, and it's on the blockchain right now, and somebody can own it, and there's is utility to it. We can't thank you guys enough. It came out awesome. I don't know how we're going to have to find a way to continue to sneak some of those in there. So I love that. I love the Yummy and the Mallard are shooting at us.
I know.
And those colors are trippy, man. I feel like you said, you could put like a black light up to those things, like zoom it up, and just it would work really well. Like as far as
that's what I was thinking. It'd be like if you had like a poster like that, like a tapestry, you know what I mean, dorm room style, like that'd be great under some black lights. Mm-hmm. I also kind of like how me and TJ are kind of getting knocked back, and then Tommy's still just like leaving us in the dust run.
I'm jumping, dude. I got my old money, and I'm running, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are we
we both got knocked on our feet. The upper feet's there.
Hey, Anaximander asked, and maybe Tom, you can pick the answer to this. Who picked Old Money as their favorite project?
I did. That one's mine.
That is. They got it in my pocket, but that's actually Tom who chose the Old Money as his favorite project. He may not be as active over there because Tom's lurking. He's always a Discord lurker, but he's always got. I think Old Money has always been one for you, right? Mm-hmm. You're always watching. But no, that's always been one community I think for you, right? That you always really gotten into.
I love their creativity and just how they bring that extra new stuff going. It's always like a fun time more than always the utility or price. I love those conversations.
Yeah.
Over there.
So, and then yeah, TJ, I think it's no surprise, Mallard T over there. That is Mallard, and then Yummy has been mine. It's tough to pick just one, right? Because I love all those communities. Every single one of those, Mallard, Yummy, or Old Money, could easily be a top of mine. It's just like I said, if you had to pin me down.
You picked Yummy, so I didn't want to give this like same ones across the board for all three of us. I knew there was probably a reason to pick something different because I love all those projects too that you two picked as well. And there's plenty of other projects that we could have said to throw in there. We just like you sent that text or like Mallard because you said I said Yummy. What's your favorite project? We have to tell them Mallard. You know what I'm saying? So we could have so many other projects too that we probably could have said, but I do love all three of those projects.
Yeah, and like I said, big shout out to the Proxies team. Thank you guys for staying up late with us. If you guys are looking to win this NFT right here, I think it is actually this one right here. It is going to be live inside of our Discord, pinned at the top of the chat. If you guys aren't in there, under the giveaways tab, this will go live at 11:15 p.m. Eastern. One winner will be picked, and then stay tuned inside the Discord for more information and to Twitter this week. And keep an eye on Cardano Proxies. I know they got some stuff that they're getting ready to announce as well. Quick questions that are funneling into the chat and then comments, maybe even River Rock. I never mean to ignore you because I've seen it multiple times inside a thing here, and this is one community that I really need to get involved with more, and I need to officially meet Surge because I know he's huge inside the community. But shout out to Ugly Bros. Would love to get a chance to talk to them. I'm a big fan of what they got going on, and I love the vibe that Surge puts off. He knows everybody in the community, and Chronic is always telling me about him as well. So that's one community we do need to connect with.
They did share one the other day, and I thought it was awesome. I know you guys, if you've seen it, you probably knew exactly what I'm talking about. This one right here, I'm gonna show it because I love
the Walter White.
Oh, bro, when I saw that, I was like, damn, I want to get that one. That I want that one. So I really
I love their custom ones too, because I know Chrissy's got one, Chronic's got one as well, and I think Thor even today when he was on stream with for the CT793 stream, he was talking about getting Thor set up. God, that'd be so cool to see that. A big shout out to the Ugly Bros team. That's one community we do need to connect with. Going down the chat right here,
Tom, man, appreciate that comment. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, man. No problem.
Tom from chat.
Oh, I was going to say, what do you? Yeah, we're getting over there. Derp officially going to be your biggest followers. Your content is the best I've seen so far. Keep up the awesomeness. Looking forward to the rest of the stream. Tom, first off, amazing name.
It's all
second
right.
off,
it's all right.
You could be. You want to? We'll bump TJ off. You can jump on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We could be the three Toms.
Other Tom.
You can get. Yeah. Do you have a good computer? Because we'll get you right on stream.
Can you screen share? That's the big thing.
If you can screen share with Restream, you're automatically invited onto the stream right now.
You could be the Gordon. Yeah, you can come in and be Gordon.
Gordon Tom.
Yeah, Gordon's out of here. We got
Gordon
Tom
Bay
now.
Yep. Quick shout out. No, Bernardo, we are not related to Yummy. I don't think I'm a little cute creature, Naru, but we do.
I think you know like project maybe.
No, we're not related to Yummy in any way. Big fans though. CT793 is only 10 ADA more than the bronze right now. We'll get into that a little bit later, but yeah, it's definitely something that's actually very interesting that's set up like that. Not trying to ignore you over here too, Matthew. Veggiemates, Greens is staking, doing great, doing an interview with them. We actually already have an interview with Paul and Beastivs over there. Brian,
with the new staking stuff, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we would love to talk to him about the staking stuff. Yes, we actually have an interview set up already with the Veggiemates team. So make sure to go. I think that was right before the Junkies Mint had happened. So we have spoken to them, but yeah, we need to reach back out. But that staking platform is something to take a look at. All right, River Rock, what else we got going on inside the chat right now? A lot of things. Thoughts on Equine? Oh, man, we can get into that. God, that's a whole topic right there. Just ruffling feathers. All right, so over here, I got a lot of giveaways. There's a certain thing. I can't believe it's already 10:30. There's going to be a giveaway going on here in about 7 minutes. That's going to open up here too. So before all that happens, what else do we have on stream over here tonight to kind of talk about? Because I did want to get into some topics.
Rite of passage. We had the main.
That's a great topic. I feel like we should lead off with that, only for the fact
I'm so
that
pissed, dude. I didn't do it again.
I finished it last
night. We were talking. I should have done it last night.
I finished it last night, or not last night. Sorry, this afternoon, right? Like maybe like an hour and a half before it actually launched over there. I don't know if you can pull the Discord for them. Maybe you can find the confession booth over there.
I don't know if I can see your confessions though.
You can see everybody's confessions in there.
Can I?
If you go, yeah, if you go to the confession booth over there from Mallard, this is the project obviously we've been big on. They've been killing the Twitter game. It's Mallard Monday right now too. So if you guys are over on Twitter for Mallard or any Mallard fans inside the building, Twitter game's been killing it. The Raids, Demosthenes, shout out to them both. Demosthenes, Nemesis, and Crypt Keeper. All their the mods are now on Twitter. So if you guys are not following them, make sure to go ahead and give them a follow. They are all on Twitter right now. Yeah, the big thing for Mallard right now is the rite of passage. There's 3 of these things, and similar to the trials prior to the mint, and we are on rite of passage.
Did they close it because the confessions are done?
It could have been, yeah, they could have been.
Anymore.
So, but yeah, maybe go to the Twitter would be the best place to go ahead and check that out. But the big thing for rite of passage too is like these little challenges and trials. I think the first one was to go ahead and get the QR code, put it in real life somewhere with high traffic, and go ahead and post it. Second one this time is called Confession. And confess your biggest cryptocurrency NFT loss in Web3. You got the Twitter up for that?
I'm pulling it up now, but I don't think that they're going to post it on Twitter.
No, we can at least take a look at it though. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's just staring at us.
No, dude. No one stare at us.
You can stare at us. I guess that would work. But. There's also a crazy little thing down below. You can scroll, but after a sec. But no, the rite of passage too. So I want to know.
We have not. TJ have had Max from Universe 25, and great name by the way. That's a great name. TJ.
I was reading Max on. Is that like head on? No, that's just what I was reading it as. You had Max on.
No, Max. No, we have not have Universe 25. That's a great that's another one we haven't connected with at all. But I do want to shout out your Beat Boy picture over there. Shout out to your Beat Boy. Shout out to Thingies. Next Monday, we'll definitely be talking about some Thingies.
No, I'm sure you can't wait to show off your Thingies next week.
I can't wait to show some Thingies off. But no, TJ. So for the rite of passage, I did get a chance to put it in, and I can tell you about it here.
Tell Tom too. Tell me.
Well, I know for me or for anybody in the chat, this is interesting over here. Confess your biggest cryptocurrency NFT loss in Web3. And they did extend this beyond just, it could be a rug pull. It could have been holding on to something for too long, being a little bit greedy. And I'm sure somebody might know where to go with that. But I'm curious, has anything come to mind for you guys at all as far as like a big loss in the projects, or are you guys just balling and don't take losses in this? You don't take L's?
I wouldn't say like a big loss. I mean, there's things that I probably have held too long or I've sold too soon. Jelly cubes, I sold that too soon. I sold when it was like a 400 floor, and look at it now. So that's
a tough one to predict, though. That's a tough one. I don't necessarily. Maybe that. Yeah.
But that's probably like my. I mean, I've been a part of rug pools, but it wasn't like anything big. I minted 2 gingerbreads. I lose like 80 ADA. I mean, it wasn't like huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
Maximander.
Oh, you traded a Space Bud for a Time Trotter in May of 21. That is a very that's tough, man. Especially, I mean, obviously Space Buds are not, like high in the limelight, right? It's exact second, but they're still Space Buds, man. Those things are going to be, they're going to always be Space Buds. That's a tough one right there. Shout out Wurs, what up in the chat? Curly Knox, yes, we do have in our Discord a channel called the not the Rip and Flip, it's the Zip and Rip. Zip and Rip. There it is.
What was that, TJ? When you sold, and then what did it end up getting up to?
The jelly cubes?
Yeah.
That initial weekend, I think it got to like 900 floor that weekend, but now it's even higher, obviously.
Yeah.
And here I am thinking like, no, I mean, I've, had a few I bought and then like maybe had to resell for 20 less. Citizens, the Beyond Citizens, I got in the late, but the one that I realized I was like, nope, I've had my fuck up too, is that damn Ada knots. And that whitelist.
Oh god!
That's a great story. That's funny. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
I was like, I've done great actually. I've actually been pretty lucky, pretty fortunate. No rug pulls, like in that regard. Nothing stolen from me, no hacks or anything. But then I was like, I definitely sold that early, and just also wasn't. It hit me as I sold it and texted you guys. I'm like, hell yeah, guys! And then I was like, wait a second.
Oh, man. So any context to what Tom's talking about is that after we got a chance to talk to Bourbon, when we did the Adenauts community, like the one-on-one, to sit down with him, we got an antidote, one of the Genesis antidotes, and those things were going for like a few hundred, like floor, whatever they were, which eventually jumped up into like 1,000 right before the launch of those things. But the whole thing is that with those Genesis, it got you a whitelist spot to also mint Adenauts too. for 10 of them. So in my thought, and I had already had a Genesis antidote prior to that. So Tom and TJ, you know, they got one. We talked to him, and I was like, I'm going to Tom, just let me use some of the mints, because he's like, yeah, no problem. I'm not going to mint them all anyway. Right before the
didn't have the ADA for it.
Yeah, and right before that happened, Tom goes, yeah, dude, I just sold that for a good profit, like the day before the mint. And I just looked at him like, you sold the thing that for the whitelist? Like, what do you mean you just sold it? And he's like, oh shit, I needed that, huh?
I think I said it in the chat, because I was like, oh, I actually, like, I've been trying to sell some stuff, so I'd have enough to mint all 10 at the time. You know, I was trying to like move some things out. We had bought a bunch then, and was like, oh, these are the floor just like jumped up a crazy amount. I think there was like 1,000 at that point. So I was like, hey, I just sold that for 1,000 to be able to mint all 10. And I texted that to you and then thought about it. And then I think I followed it up with, I needed that to mint, didn't I, Tom?
Yeah, and then on top of that, I was just like, dude, I
think you even just said, like, you sold the Genesis? Like, what?
Yeah, I was just like, ... I'm like, God damn it.
You were like, buy it back. And the floor just kept climbing.
Tom then he's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it back. And then it jumped like 208.
It was like, it was like up to like 3,000 or something. It was out of control.
And I wish I would have saved my my submission in there. I actually didn't get a chance to. So my submission, if you don't know me or just first time jumping onto the stream over here for anybody new on the Derp Birds side of Proxies, is I meant to. There it is, Grimmy. You're not in the chat tonight. Like you said, the family's feeling better. The overexposed one of one. I minted obviously one of those back when those were a thing. The unrevealed, and the one of the unrevealed had sold for 26,000 ADA on escrow at the time prior to that. And, you know, obviously me thinking that I had hit the jackpot, I'm holding on to that thing, just waiting to kind of see how it plays out, because I feel like it's going to go up a little bit higher. Mint hype kind of dies down weeks after that, and eventually ended up selling it for 1,988 ADA, I think it was. So again, still a positive gain in the scheme of it for minting for 100 ADA, but the potential of what I could have sold it for,
if you had taken our financial advice, you would have made that much money.
Right.
If you go back to watch all the recordings of when you said, Tom and I both were like, sell it.
Right. Oh man, it's there was a whole stream of everybody over there, but I'll shout out to O-Side for this. Because like he said, the same thing. My losses were also good learning experiences.
100%, absolutely.
And always like that, right? Like you can either look at it like an L. Like I said, I think when we're investing in this crypto thing, or just NFTs in general, obviously being way more volatile than NFTs, crypto itself, is the fact that don't invest or don't overinvest the more than you're willing to lose.
Another L. I just remembered it now. I sold a Mutant Croc for mint price back in the day because I just was like, all right, I want to mint something else. I'm gonna get rid of Mutant Croc. You know
that was gonna be my second one. I actually minted the Mutant Crocs. I sold it for 78 or right before the floor.
I did it for mint price. Yeah, before it went to 400, like not before, but it was like a month before it went to 400. But like I sold it for mint price 48. I think it was 44. I think mint back in the day. I just got rid of it. Idiot.
Yeah, it is. It was very hard to understand, Eddie. Yeah, I mean, it was hard to know what was going on. But like you said, if you have a one of a project,
don't be nice, Eddie. It was unrevealed. He could have sold it for a fat stack. You know.
All I'm saying, for anybody who has a one of one, take Anax and Mander's advice. He's got 50 buds before that, so I didn't feel bad about his loss at all on that one. He got that one of one Mallard order though, which shout out back to Mallard order. He sold that thing for 20,000 ADA the first day within the first few hours.
Smart.
And then he bought like a few passes. He's got a bunch of the Mallards after that. Just take advantage of the hype when the hype is hot. Because you never know when it may come back or if it may come back. It's always a good learning lesson. Unless you have full conviction in those projects in the long term, you want to ride that out. But it's always important to take profits, I think. And you know, sometimes people don't like to say that, or like they feel like I'm betraying a community because I'm selling stuff like that. That's not the case at all, man. At the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you, and then always can show support back into the communities that that made you that ADA, right?
Well, you do have the best examples, I think, of an opposite side, like because Tommy, you may have sold, like say you sold too late. Who knows? You know, they had some information come out. The community didn't really react like super positive, and the hype died down, so the price went down. TJ, you're just the opposite. You sold a little too early and you didn't know, like, oh, the price is going to triple from where I sold from. Like, it can go either way. You know, it's not.
You can even use like
either way. So,
yeah. Derp Birds, for example, like even their floor was like what, just 2 months ago in under 100, just under whatever that price was, even for all three of their collections there. Then look at all their floors now. They're shooting up and people delisting too to hold on to it. So you never know, and never could time either. It's all about who has the diamond hands.
I take the 8 as I can get it. You know,
exactly.
Like, TJ, you saw it as like, I can get this right now. This
True.
is, yeah, sure, it could be 15,000 billion ADA in 2 years, but like right now, I know it's 500 ADA. I can sell it for 500 ADA. I'm gonna take the 500 ADA, and then also use that money and apply it to building up my wallet in the meantime. And maybe I'll get to that same place. Maybe I'll expand in other ways. So it's just I take the ADA as I can get it.
Well, that's what Tommy did. He bought a bunch of thingies and Beat Boys.
I did do that. About to seal Society. Peace Society's over there. We do have another giveaway. I know it's running quick. Time's flying right now. Shout out to the Mallard order. Shout out to the Rite of Passage, Mallard Monday. There's so much going on still inside that Discord that we need to break down. But tonight we are running quick on time. There is another giveaway live inside of our stream right now, or sorry, Discord over on the giveaways channel. The Wolf, his team over there, Panda Society is another project. They dropped us an airdrop of an NFT from them, as well as their Elemental Earthstone for that project as well. TJ, I went ahead and sent you got the thing up on Twitter right there? No, you got the Mallard over there. I sent it in the link right there.
I have I have 2 screens up right now. I'll get a look at it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So sorry, we're pressing time right there, but there's another giveaway going live. It ends in 10 minutes? Right now,
you got somewhere to be.
We're running quick over there. Yeah, dude, I got so much. I'm sweating right now. I'm getting on whatever Dave was going, like whatever he was sipping on. I'm feeling it. I'm starting to talk. I'm starting to get a little crazy.
Derp brain.
I'm over here. I'm just trying to get off stream so I can go buy some more Derp Birds. No, TJ.
I have my JPEG store tabs open right now. I'm ready to go.
What am I pulling up? You said
the Panda Society. I got it over there in the chat. What are you doing? Come on, Gordon.
I'm looking at. I'm on Twitter, dude. I'm looking for. Hold on now.
Click the link in the chat.
I am closing shit down. Relax.
And then when you give it a second, just give them a little click on their website. But Panda Society, another project that's happening right now. They also have a mint for their elemental stones dropping today. They may have already dropped.
Yeah, Tommy, what Shiny said. All right, I have a ton of tabs open. I'm getting rid of them so I don't rug.
Guys, I want it to be known right now that I have I'm in the works right now buying a new PC. I'm just throwing that out there.
We heard that like a month ago. When you
No, like it's getting a little serious right now. We're working. I've been offloading a shitload of NFTs lately, on top of saving up some little money. So we're about to power PC this thing up. But I kind of don't want to at the same time because I enjoy just rugging half the time for everybody. But yeah, no, shout out. Sorry, not to take away from Panda Society over here. It's just again from the Wolf, another NFT project that they've dropped us over here. By no means. It's really not.
Curly's mad.
I can't do it, right? But no, I just wanted to quick shout this out. Panda Society is another NFT project that's out right now, and they have their elemental stones drop. So we're getting an Panda Society plus the elemental stones right now. They went ahead and dropped that out to us, giving one of those away right now inside the Discord. If you guys are interested or want a free NFT, head over to our giveaways channel in the Discord. It ends in 8 minutes. God, everybody, can you imagine what's going to happen once that goes away?
What's that?
The PC. Like, what if I'm the one sharing screen and running? If I get the PC that I want, we'll be running OBS. We'll be running everything all on one cam. We'll be bringing games.
You're gonna be sitting here around the campfire in VR with us guys.
That's right.
With the
I'm gonna bring us inside the Freedom 35ers metaverse.
Yeah, got holograms coming.
Curly, what would be the running joke? Sold overexposed new PC. It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Dude, I'm gonna get a real camera. Like, there's gonna be like, oh man, what are we doing?
I'm gonna tell Chad. He has a real camera. He's had a real camera for like 2 months now. He literally is just too lazy to set it up.
No, I just got the arm extension thingy finally.
Dude,
I got to get the USB.
He propped up something, and he could have had it set up months ago. Literally,
I finally learned how to set up the green screen. Dude. Let me live in that.
Don't let him BS you. You can't BS the BSer, dude. Come on.
Let me let that run here for a second over there.
I wanted to ask you, Tommy, before we get too much. You bought one of those cherries, right?
Did I buy for Beat Boys?
Yeah.
No, I didn't buy it. I got it.
Stories?
No, that's TJ. I don't know if I can pull it on JPEG or not. You can show this.
I thought you snapped one of those.
From
definitely were showing us.
I did get one, but it was airdropped from the guy who created them. This guy, I forget how it starts with a V. I cannot pronounce that. I don't want to butcher the guy's pronunciation of that over in the Beat Boys community, Twitter community. I'm gonna pull it for you. So the magnificent. It's like a side story.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a lot of
Cardboard,
tabs?
I have no idea. Like,
I was just curious if you had seen more what's been going on with them, because I know, like, I was just looking through your wallet, I saw it. Like, there's only 3 for sale. There's only 46 total, and then the 3 for sale listed for, like, you know, thousands of ADA. So I just didn't know if there was, you know, a little more information as they've gotten deeper into that on the Twitter side of things, because, you know, I don't get to follow up with a lot of their stuff because it's in their kind of closed community there.
If TJ pulls it up, I'll show you on JPEG Store. It's in the chat. It is part. It's like it's not officially like part of Beat Boys as far as I know. Like maybe it could be, but it's made by a guy inside the community, and he's been airdropping them to the members inside the Twitter community. And I have no idea. He just says hold on to them because they're going to be you're going to get rewarded with something for holding on to those. So I've only seen one sell back in the day for 28, and everybody's got them listed for stupid prices right now. But I did get airdropped one. So if anybody's in the Beat Boys community and wants one of these, this guy does like 10 of them per like run. And every now and then he'll drop them out there. So those are what those are. I did no idea what they are.
We were talking Derp Apes earlier, when Dave was on here.
Yeah, Derp Apes Drake. It sounds to me like if you're one, as far as just a recap on the derp side of things, like if you want like the 2 main sides of the collection, you want either a Derp Bird, an OG Derp Bird, or a Pred. It is pretty much.
And a Derpling though too, though he was saying, because that floor went up.
Derplings get you staking. Yeah, the staking for those go up. There's also the what do you call it? The Pred. Shit. What's the other one they have? Not the Preds. They have Derplings. Derp eggs. Eggs. Oh, there's something else. Maybe I'm tripping.
Grapes?
Yeah, that's what it was. Sorry. But yeah, no. So the new things that are going to get upgraded, those two, was the artwork for the OG Derps and the Preds are going to get upgraded. Was what he was saying.
Yes.
But yeah, shout out back to Derp Birds over there. But yeah, other than that, we hit Mallard order right there. We got 4 minutes left in the giveaway for the Pan Society. There's also a giveaway for our own collab NFT with Cardano Proxies inside of Discord, ending at 11:15, so about a half hour from now.
I don't know if Wurs was here for that. I gotta show him.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think he was here for that.
Oh yeah, no. Shout out to Joust Silva over here saying, "Don't sleep on Proxies. Time to go to sleep. If you win the giveaway, wait for me to wake up." Jow, there's also going to be opportunities inside our Discord and Twitter to go ahead and win further, though. So if you guys are not, don't win tonight, keep an eye out on the Discord and the channel for future ones over there. Appreciate it, though. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out and staying up late with us. What are you asking the show over there? Derp.
No, our NFT.
Oh yeah. Gotcha right there. Yeah, take a look at that, Words. If you want a chance to win one of those, go ahead and hit the giveaway over inside the Discord. Back to Tom over there. Great name. I suck at flipping. I definitely took some losses, but I do a mint and hold strategy or buy and hold. Can confirm Annex Manor is OG Gangster and purchased 100 plus Derp assets these last 2 months. It's awesome to hear. Yeah, the holding part of this is tough, especially in these markets right now. But for me, I've been consolidating a lot. For this, it's just it's tough, man. If I don't want to be involved in the project right now and I can get tomato for it and I'm not doing anything with it and I don't want to hold long term, I'm trying to sell out of some stuff right now just to kind of get some liquid ADA, Alex Mack style, according to Tom. And
that went over well that week. Everyone was loving that.
I was very proud of some of our community, how well that was still remembered. You never know. There's a lot of younger people in this space too. It made me feel good that was still remembered.
I showed my wife because I love Alex Mack.
I completely forgot about that until like last minute on that. Like until you showed me that meme, I had no clue what you were talking about.
What was the other one where the guy always used to climb up the ladder into?
Clarissa explains it all.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yep.
No, not at all. Appreciate it, Wurs. The grease of the green ones is fave. Well, guys, we'll have some opportunities for you guys to go ahead and win some more of these inside of chat tonight. I think number 3 is the one being given away inside the Discord. We'll also have one set up for the Twitter this week with Proxies. Shout out to them for the Proxies Parallels. This will also get you utility further down the line for Proxies to go ahead and stake them for their Proxy token. Plus maybe some other stuff that they're going to announce. But yeah, big honor for them over there.
Cloud, do you have time? So in our Discord for giveaway.
Deco said, God damn it, this is overwhelming. Stereo derp shit. All right, just bought one. Don't keep going. Make me buy two. Guys, we're not over here. I feel like we're not financial advice guys over here too. Sometimes it's just like, yo, here's a project. Don't buy it. Yep, bought it. No, by many means, there's never financial advice here. Always make sure you guys are educating yourselves, and we're never promoting this stuff. We just like to show you guys stuff that interests us, and maybe we feel you guys will interest you as well. What else we got going on? So 1 minute away for the Panda Society giveaway.
Do you have the other Tom handle? I don't know if you do.
He does.
Yeah, I do.
You do? I thought you did. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the other Tom handle going on right now. Shout out to everybody jumping inside the Discord too right now. There's another final giveaway too, TJ. I wanted to touch on this as this winner is getting ready to be announced here. We can move over to Twitter here in a second too. I'm only here
real quick. I want to hear what Shiny has to say. I'm only here to hear what grinds the other Tom gears this week.
I love how it's Todd too. It just works out perfect.
Todd, I know.
It's perfect. I need my own merch.
That's funny.
Tom, what grinds your gears this week?
That I'm in this stupid Zoom like Teams training. So like minting things like today, I know we were trying to mint some stuff, and especially with the time limit that was kind of imposed on it, it was just annoying. Like you guys, we were trying to work as a squad, and I'm just like, I am sitting on a webcam call on Zoom. So Zoom and Teams training on webcams when I'm working remote, when I should be focusing on the important stuff like minting projects.
That patient called me an hour later. Hey, I thought you were coming today. I was like, I did. I knocked on your door like 3 times and rang the doorbell. Oh, let's sit back watching TV. Why don't you call me? I was like,
I was trying to go mint Thor's project.
I was gonna go mint.
Our winner has just been picked over for the Panda Society plus the Elemental Stones over there. Shout out to Film and TV Boy .25. I don't know if that's the 25 theme over there. But shout out to you if you jumped into the Discord and just won that Panda Society. We'll go ahead and make sure to DM you, and we'll get that stuff after the stream's over or first thing tomorrow morning. Congrats on winning that. TJ, maybe you want to head over to Twitter real quick, because one of the final giveaways that we're going to be doing, we actually have 5 of them up for the OGs and Freedom Boosters. Plus our Twitter follower, there's going to be one person, maybe we'll do it live here on stream, is for the Mandrillz. We have 5 of these Splinters plus 1 for the Twitter giveaway. We asked
be careful.
Right
I don't know if their Discord is still hacked too. Be careful with that. I know they got some stuff going on in their Discord.
I want to say that if you go to the Mandrillz page, they went ahead and said that they got it. But we can wait on that real quick. But if there's anybody who is looking to get on in this Twitter giveaway, we have this live right now. I don't know if TJ can put that link in chat for everybody to go ahead and grab. But the goal was to make sure you guys are following us in Mandrillz. We went ahead and they've partnered out with us and got us over some of these Splinters and whitelists for their companions drop. We're going to pick this live here at 11 p.m. So in 13 minutes, there's another opportunity for a giveaway. Like I said, we got a lot of giveaways going on this stream. And as we kind of wrap some of this stuff, we'll take some questions and just kind of get a chance to see what everybody's been up to. Make sure if you guys want to get on this, you got about 13 minutes left. Make sure you guys, both Mandrillz, follow us, like it, hit a little retweet and screenshot one of those companions in there, and post it in the comments, and you will be entered in to win one of these Splinter cores, which is happening on the September 20th and 21st for the public. Big shout out to Mandrillz too, because I know that, like you said, the Twitter was hacked or Discord was hacked for a little bit, and mods and stuff had gotten kicked, but I believe they're back under control right now, from what I understand. Yeah,
that sucks, man. I hate that. Happened to a few Discords. It happened to Derps earlier this year too. Same thing with that, because I don't know why I did this. I left their Discord when it happened. But that always sucks to hear that.
I did the same thing with Derp when that happened too originally.
Yeah, I just left. I don't know. It sucks people do that shit.
But yeah, if anybody's over here wanting to go ahead, and I know the Mandrillz have been working, they've been grinding for those companions that you had seen in that little GIF over there. They have these Splinter cores, which these Splinter cores have a chance to go ahead, and you can kind of see them on our thumbnail right there underneath where our little guys are jumping in the little spacesuit getting shot at. You can see those cores, and those cores will give you a chance to mint sub 1,000, like higher rank companion as well. So I forget what the percentages are. It's like 57% for the lowest one, and an 8% like chance to mint like a a really high one as well. But those will also give you discounted on ADA for the whitelists for that drop itself on the 20th. I think I want to say it's 45 ADA if you hold one of the cores, and it's going to be 90 for the public as far as I understand right now. So holding one of those will also get you a discount on those as well. So if you guys are interested in what those that drop is going to be, make sure to go ahead and enter that giveaway. You guys will get a chance to win one of those. And then for all our OGs and Freedom Boosters inside the chat, there's a giveaway going inside that channel as well. So make sure you guys hit that up. We have 5 winners for that. So just big shout out to the Mandrillz team.
Oh, 100%.
What? No way.
Yep.
Holy shit, bro. That's fucking wild.
I know.
Dude, go
But you already
to
sent the link, Tommy.
go there, dude. No way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Also, how close is the hair
to you, dude?
Oh my god, how good is that, dude?
Oh man, I'm sweating right now.
Dude, holy shit. And Axabander, dude. Wow, dude. That's amazing. Tom, you're an MF.
Well,
dude.
damn, I wasn't expecting that. I was gonna say you gotta let me double check that I got you the right spelling and everything on that wallet.
Dude, that's amazing, man, dude.
I know, thank you. That's crazy. And woo,
Tom,
very excited
to go over
flex
to
the new role over in the Discord now.
Go over to Jealous Island, man. Go ahead and link that thing up.
Very cool.
Well, should it already automatically update? I mean, I'm already linked, right? But I will check.
Yeah. I think it takes about like an hour or two. Or
Are we?
whatever it is
I know they. I know there's been some, crazy things going on over there. Everything went Telemundo for a little bit. Are we still paparazzi? It looks like
I'm a Papa Razzi over
your
there.
name, but I don't know if we still have the role there as paparazzi. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're still paparazzi. Cool. Yeah, we're definitely still paparazzi.
I can flex my new role over there. That is
nice
that's
surprise.
Awesome, man. Christmas came early.
There you go. Now TJ hustling out, dude. The Bills have got a chance to go down a little bit though, too. So you get your chance to get in there, or go ahead and pick up the 8th.
Blows my mind, honestly. It really blows my mind because, just with everything they're doing, just how much fun they have over there.
Is that why it's your favorite project?
I'm never Tom.
And the creativity. Just, I mean, there's a lot of teams we see that we like things that they're doing something new, bringing something new to the space. But just the first time we saw the Bills, when it was the era of just profile pictures, where it was like, not only do I like this on the creative side of like, this is stuff that we do, like, doodling on bills and stuff like that, how creative, like, oh, that's so cool to take that concept, make it an NFT. And it just wasn't like the constant layered profile pictures we see all the time. It was just something so new then. That we got in on the second inflation times was when we were looking at that. And then we did that minting process too, where like, the website's yelling at you and calling you a fucking idiot when you're trying to like mint early and get in on like click on the queue and stuff. Like, it's not like the other mints where you're like copy pasting addresses even back then.
We're not ready.
Yeah. It was, back then, if you did it too early, because it was a math question, was the CAPTCHA. If you did it too early and tried to be sneaky, they gave you a harder math question you had to figure out. Like one you actually had to be like, oh wait, I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I know too with this too is Bobby over there. We had talked last stream. Remember, he got hammered for the policy ID question in the chat. But Bobby got into old money as well this weekend from Cardano. It's a fun community to get into. If you guys have not checked out old money, not to shill us at all or anything, but it's an amazing community. They're fun, man. They have a great time. They've got tons of utility built into all their different NFT collections. And if you guys missed out on the original 0.2 bills that they have, you guys make sure to go ahead and pick up if you want a whitelist kind of into the or a visa as they call it to get into the next bill collection over there that we previewed on the show this past Friday. Make sure to go ahead and pick up a copy of the 8th or LX8, I guess you would call it, the inflation times. If you guys hold one of those, it'll VC it in for the next bill drop, which we don't know much about, but we know that that's what's going on with that. Yeah, man, we got a couple more minutes here before the Mandrillz thing, which will go live for at 11 p.m. For to go ahead and pick those.
If you guys don't know too, again, for the Mandrillz one, go to the Twitter link. I'll link it again because someone asked in our Discord too, and I just shared it. Go to the link and follow the steps on that one.
Yeah, the main thing which you guys need to do, make sure you guys are following the Mandrillz. Make sure you're following us. like, retweet, and put a little comment caption of whatever the GIF is, like screenshot that, throw that down in the comments. The mint for the companions are happening on the 20th, and the companions are going to have to play an exclusive role in the Mandrillz story moving forward. So those are the next kind of thing that they've got going on right now. And I think like I said, the Splinter cores that we're giving away, those also get you a chance at minting a rare one of these. And on top of that, they also get you a discount from 45 ADA versus 90 for the public. So that's going to happen over on 920. So if you guys want a chance to win that, go ahead and, or you can sell the NFT if you want to do that too. But whatever floats your boat, man. Just make sure to go head over to Twitter. That'll happen here in about 5 minutes. And if you're an OG in our chat, go ahead and make sure to check out the OG giveaways, because there's also 5 of them up for grabs up there. And then, guys, did you get a chance to mint today? I know we talked about it briefly, but just shout out to big Cardano Thor. Anybody get a chance to mint CT793? Huge shout out to him today too, man, for selling that out instant. And it was on the JPEG platform too.
I gotta open another ticket for us. Remind me to do that before we.
Oh, I know we got stuck up on the mint, but it was really cool. Like, I mean, for the first thing for me when I went into the tier 1 mint listing, like, just right on JPEG store, right over to the mint tab for him. And as soon as the time hit, it auto refreshed, and I just clicked reserve, and boom, I was ready to go.
I liked how it showed how many NFTs were left too. I don't know. I thought that was a cool little feature on that.
It was cool to see it reserve. Curly Knock, shout out, you got a gold. That was what I minted as well. Yeah. Shout
you
out to
would get the gold. Did you sell it yet, the gold?
No, I didn't, and I'm holding off on everything. I want to be involved with his project either way to support. Obviously, I minted it, but I actually bought a silver off secondary too, so we'll see how that goes.
There's a silver right now for $3.99.
I was sided with the gold as well. Serge over here said got the bronze and the gold. It was smooth for me. Awesome. Damn, if you got the second one was like a bloodbath, like trying to get one of those. It was like tier 2 mint happened, and then boom, like it just instant. I thought I was pretty quick, but nope, not at all. I got beat out. It's crazy to see the prices on those. Are holding pretty well, actually.
Yeah, they are. They're doing really well.
Shout out to Thor though, man. Big congrats to him. It's awesome to see that.
He had a cool like all-day streamathon for that. That's pretty dope.
I was hanging out in his streamathon. I was playing marbles. Dude, that's the one thing I wish we need to implement for Twitch. How easy it is for everybody to play marbles. You just hit the little like command play thing if you're linked to Twitch, and it just automatically adds you in, so you don't got to manually do anything. I wish we had something easy like that.
I want to get a legit game night going. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, but the streamathon was dope. It was cool to see some artists and creators over on his side, and just big support for him for what he's working on. So if you missed out also on tier 1, there was some issues with some people just getting failed transactions and not going through, but they did make mention that they're looking into all that, to open a support ticket, and that they took a snapshot of all the wallets that didn't get it. And they're going to make sure that everybody who did have a tier 1 list gets a chance to mint. So keep an eye to the Discord for any details on that. And also big congrats to Cardano Thor on that mint today. It was really cool to see. 10 more ADA for the silver. Yeah, I'm curious how that'll work, because I know if you collect every single one of those, like the bronze, silver, gold, the Cardano, and the Sunstone, you'll get a trophy for that stuff. It'll be BRBT. I just read TJ's derp over on the stream over there. Christmas is coming right before games night, TJ. That's what I'm saying, dude. We'll go ahead and get the new computer, get the new laptop, and we'll be balling on the game streams.
It'll probably be around then, because I'm planning on getting mine at probably end of November, and I'm right there with you. I was trying to stream a game in Discord to test it, and with everything running, like, I mean, it was a game that's pretty intensive to run as well, but I was getting like 27 frames. So
really,
yeah, it's not the optimal.
I think our pieces got broken as well.
Yeah, I can't really play at that point where it's like at a level that's fun to watch, and then even your viewing is kind of like, even if I played shitty, it may still be fun to watch if it wasn't so like choppy and it's like 360p on your phone, like kind of quality. It's terrible. So we definitely got to get a little upgrade here so we can do that properly and actually have it enjoyable for the stream to watch, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and eventually we're gonna have game night. I promise. The Yum Yum channel came first, but game nights eventually will get here. We'll promise you. We did have some Cardopoly gameplay on the stream over there. So if anybody's a big fan, I've been big into Cardopoly lately. I don't know if you got a chance to play the last game, Tom.
Yeah, I was just with the new job and stuff like that. I'm just missing out on way too much. the daily, like in the day stuff right now. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
And it's only because it's that early stage. So, you know, they're keeping us on like the team meetings and stuff just so we can like, I mean, that's all remote now. It's how it's done. So you got to like talk to them live. But once we're kind of cut loose to work on our own, we should be back to normal. But right now it's kind of hard to like, I'm like sitting here kind of like on camera, then like typing off of Discord on the side kind of thing. So, so we're just kind of feeling it out still.
Well, I think for me, I finally updated my Google Chrome when I had a chance over there at work to go ahead and load it up on a lunch break to go ahead and get my roles in. So that's been dope to be able to play some of the Web3 gaming, like especially on Cardano. Whenever there's a big shout out to Bobby and Drex and the Cardopoly team for a working game right now. I know 8 Ninjas has their Shards of Nineveh that's out right now, and there's some other things that are I forget which. There was another game I saw recently that went live. But that's where I get excited for like this portion of this is definitely Cardano NFTs. Eventually, when like I said, Yummy gets their stuff running, man, I can't wait for that day. So that'll be super fun for me. And then even Cornucopias, there's a bunch of these different games that eventually will get online. And it's gonna be super fun.
I do want to say this, Tommy. It's a pretty big one. I just got a DM that said SpaceBuds 2.0 is our version 2 min is live. So that's big news. I'm gonna click on these links here so we can mint this live on stream for us.
Is it an ETH?
For my yep, and they're asking for my you know, my wallet ID and passphrase so I can mint. 1 sec, I'll give that to them.
Make sure you screenshot that for everybody in chat.
Like, there's one thing to send out like the fake ones, especially if you're trying to sneak it in, like, you know, those mint days. But come on, SpaceBuds Live. That's the name of the person that messaged me. SpaceBuds Live.
SpaceBuds Live.
Yeah.
Dude, you never know. That's what they did with their Mandrillz today too. They're just like, "Hey, Mandrillz, we got a new mint. It's an ETH." And it's like, "Oh, okay, cool." Glad to catch that one.
We've had a couple projects reach out like, "Hey, we'd love to come on the show." You know, we're like minting over on like Sol or ETH, and it's just like, they're like, "Oh, we're huge fans. We love it. We want to come on the show." And it's like, "Are you?" Because we've never talked about ETH. So if you're fans, you would know we talk about ADA. So it's, you know, it's that hashtag CNFT right there.
Yep. Shout out to our OG. So we're gonna do the Mandrillz giveaway for Twitter here in a second, but shout out to our OGs and Freedom Boosters. The giveaway just went by, and all the usual suspects actually got a chance to win tonight. Shout out to Grimmy, Shiny, Eddie Z, Wunge, and NFG Ryan over there. Everybody, congrats on winning that. We will get in contact with you guys for your rare Splinters over there. Those will get you a sub 1K. You have the highest chance to mint one of those over on the 20th. So I think it's only a matter of time. Usually TJ's our Twitter share, so we're gonna go ahead and go with Tommy over here tonight. We'll see if I don't break my screen for you guys, but let's go ahead and get to the Twitter thing. Let's Twitter Picker. I haven't used Twitter Picker in so long. Everybody got a chance. Tommy, can you see the screen? Am I rugging too much?
You're good to go.
All right, so what we're going to do is run one winner on this. You must be following Freedom 35ers in the Mandrill, have a picture, have a description. I'm not going to do the banner or location to you guys, but it at least needs to be a month. I'm not doing any brand new Twitter accounts over here. So if you guys have been less than a month, I'm sorry, not sorry. It just is what it is. So we're going to move forward. Yep. Looks like we built it up. Only 25 entries over here have is that really what happened over here as far as 25 entries, or the only ones following all of us? That can't be right, can it? Out of 100 and something people. Hey, whatever. We're gonna give good odds to anybody who
didn't have all. Yeah, if you didn't have all the accounts followed, you gotta details.
We're gonna run it right here. Here it is. Let's see what happens live on stream. NFT Toe Dipper. There you go. And he's in stream tonight, so big shout out to NFT Toe Dipper. There you go. We will hit you up over in Discord. Congrats, you've won the Mandrillz. Splinter, it's one of the cores. I don't know which core it is, but I got you set up right there. But huge shout out to NFT Toe Dipper. Let me go ahead and just screenshot that just so I have that. That's when I screenshot on the screen.
It's had a little bit of lag. I mean, your audio sounds okay tonight, at least.
We're gonna take this down.
So yeah, like, you know, your face froze for the seconds you were doing that, but otherwise not too bad.
Oh, we're good to go on that. But yeah, big shout out to NFT Toe Dipper. I'll go ahead and I will.
I try to be cheeky and like enter all the time just because I'm waiting for that one time on live stream. Like, and the win. Oh, come on, Tom. Like, the fuck. But I can't even win our own giveaway.
Let me go ahead and yeah. Could you imagine if one of us won that?
Or just do it to be sneaky. Like, I just want to see it on live stream one time. Like, we do the thing, and you're just like, "I'll do what the hell." Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I've got to do it again, but can't even win our own.
Yeah. Also, for anybody in there who's still tuning in, there's this little one last giveaway for our F35 collab NFT with Cardano Proxies that is going to be up here in about 11 minutes, 11:15 p.m. right now. There's one last chance to go ahead and get that. That is going to be over on our Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the description. Make sure to go ahead and click that. Go over to the giveaways tab and enter yourself in. I don't know how many we got set up for that right now. It looks like there is 40 people that have entered that so far. So that will be picked here in about 10 minutes for anybody chatting over there or who wants to get a piece of F35 history. And big shout out to that. Fluffy is over there. Silver's at 388. That's wild. Do you need my seed phrase? Yes, I'm going to need a seed phrase, your password, spending password, and 1,000 ADA, and I will trade you.
Yeah, we just hold that ADA to make sure it goes through, and then it gets sent back to you.
I promise you, we can do it in escrow. We don't need to go through Trading 10. It's fine. You can trust us.
Trust me, I'm a doctor. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Posted here who has the quickest fingers. God, can you imagine doing the RNG right now, guys? Number 1 through 100, boom, go. Don't do that. You're gonna break our stream. Breezy, I know you're new to us over here. Maybe we do some fun. We got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of giveaways going on tonight, but we try to make sure we're keeping it entertaining for you guys. And teaches a dentist over here, Stu. 69, you win. Done. No. So we got 10 minutes up for that giveaway to last. And what else? We've already hit Derp. We've hit Mallard order. We've hit Mandrillz. We've hit CT793. What else has everybody got going on? Proxies we've talked about as well. Anybody else let's take some viewer questions. If anybody got any questions, anything that you guys are getting into this week, what you guys are looking forward to, are you guys looking forward to anything?
I know you mentioned it, Tommy. You did buy a couple fluffies because Breezy was asking, what we thought.
I did.
I know we talked about them a few times. How many was it?
I think I have 6. I have either 5 or 6 fluffies right now, and I do hold one of the rank 10, one of the gold ones.
That's right. The gold. I like the gold one. I like that one. That's right. I actually knew that one. And then, have they had similar success with the Twitter community as the Beat Boys had?
They haven't announced any kind of utility. I have no idea what the thingies thing is going to be, other than you need a hall pass or 3 of the different neighborhood access materials. No.
I'm saying, Beat Boys, they got their Twitter, the communities on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because Fluffies didn't have the Discord start. You know what I mean? Have they had Twitter community stuff going on that you've been able to?
I haven't seen a Twitter community for them, and I know they're still working on a Discord, as far as I know. But I have no idea when that's going to happen. And I know they did the booze drop as well, and I have no idea what that does yet. So I'm still keeping an eye on Fluffies. They might be a little undervalued still. Who knows? Or they could be. Who knows? I don't know. That's one project I'm very unsure on.
Toe Dipper 2 said. I think it's right now. If you go to their at least it was this weekend, their Twitter. I think it's still to be determined for the Aura final mint here. ×3. I like that.
Ori ×3. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're still figuring out whatever they need to do on the back end, whether they're changing services, whatever. I have no idea. I'm not sure of those details myself. I just looked the other day and saw mint date, still working on it. When. So we'll see there. That's going to be rough. I think that's, I wish them the best of luck. That's definitely a tough thing to come back from a little bit, though. I hope they can still have that success in the space because people are very excited about them. But having rough mints like that at this stage can be, a killer sometimes, I think.
Yeah, I think they'll still have a good following. Just the 10K collection at that price is going to be tough after all that. So wish them the best. Oside, do I need a Cardopoly NFT to play? I want to know more. Yes, you do need a Cardopoly NFT. You only need one. Doesn't matter what one. It could be any rarity. You can go ahead and head over to secondary market. I know there's a lot of people willing to go ahead and get you a good deal. If you jump over to the Discord as well, they can set you up. But yes, you do need an NFT to play. I want to say the last time I looked at the floor was 120 to 130 ADA. over there, and they minted for 75 or 70. I forget what it was exactly. So still holding good value. But yes, I highly recommend if you want a good like game to play every few days, and roles reset, win some ADA prizes as well. Definitely recommend Cardano.
And like you said, every few days, that's a big part, because that's also what I was not expecting. Because I know it's still in stages where they're like, you know, every game they play, they take a look at it again and like, you know, here's some feedback, see what kind of things they want to change, or where there may have been a few bugs or something happening with like, you know, purchasing and things like that, to tweak it. I wasn't ready for this many games already, like back to back. They're keeping them going, and I love that.
Yeah. I think I know mentioned this back over here too, and I'm a big fan of like
80 or 90 for their mint, for the Cardano mint.
Wasn't that 80 or 90?
Yeah.
I thought it was 70 for some reason.
But still around there, because back then, you know, ADA was a different price at the time and things like that. And yeah, they're going strong.
Yeah. A couple more comments. AO Clouds have dropped book token. I don't remember. I didn't mint the last one. I know they did pretty well. And the book token, I believe, isn't that like an online, pretty much like just I don't know if that gets you access into all these different like the literature and different things like that, or I honestly, and that's one project I'm completely out of the loop with. But I did see them doing pretty well in secondary. I know a lot of Eddie Z always talks about this over there, and I know he's part of this as well as the Senate for ADA and Betas. I've not gotten into that. He said the mint is on, what is it, September 21st over here. Okay, sorry. ADA and Beta is minting September 21st. Snapshots on the 14th. Eddie, maybe you can give us some more light as to what they got exactly going on. One thing I have not followed outside of the mint, I think I sold mine right away when that first had happened. What else we got? Aeonium Sky.
Yeah, it's coming up. Block 16. Oh yeah, that's right.
Definitely can't wait for Aeonium Sky. Definitely will be minting that. Definitely recommend people take a look at that. Speaking of fluffies, September 25th. That's the first I'm hearing of that. Oh, Phoenix Arena is minting. Yes. I know we said I would make a mention of that today, and shout out to Apex. Phoenix Arena is another one where I minted one of my divers a while back, and one that I need to catch up on. I know they've got like a play to earn thing. They've got some staking. They've got all kinds of stuff. They partnered up with some other people inside the space. And Tom, isn't this the one that you kept putting on the thumbnail? And we just were like, dude, that's not the project we're talking about this week. There's always Phoenix Arena.
It was for when Thor had sat down with them. You sent over the picture like, hey, can you add some of these to the thumbnail? And I was like, yeah, it's cool. And I had seen, you know, the CT token, because it's Cardano Thor. Then I saw that other art, and I was like, I haven't really got a chance to look at like his promo stuff. I thought that like, oh, okay, like I guess he's got some more to it than just the token. So when you sent that picture from when he had sat down with him to use the asset from his project, I had included all that. I'm like, this actually looks awesome. And you're like, yeah, but I mean, what's with the Phoenix Arena stuff? We weren't going to talk about that yet. And I was like, oh shit, okay.
Was it this one right here?
It was the picture that Thor had used was like one of their NFTs with like thought bubbles, and it had his head in it. So I was like, oh, this works perfect for having him on. And then it was also the Phoenix in the middle with like the live. I thought it looked awesome with like the red glow and everything. The colors match perfectly. But then you're like, no, we just wanted the Thor part for this week. We're not quite getting to that yet. And that was my first, I think that was like, you know what, 2 weeks ago when was Thor last week.
Yeah, it was last
like
week.
Just fresh into my new job, so I was just not caught up on that at all. And you guys were like, yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, are you gonna do Phoenix Arena this week and talk about them? I don't know a lot yet about them. And I was just like, oh, what? That's
not a project. Yeah. No, and I remember I go way back with Apex back in the day, or means over on Discord. He hit me up way before was concept over there about it, and I meant drivers over there, as they call them, and like these little like I don't even know what they call drivers, but they it's a play to earn game, and they've partnered up with a lot of different people inside the space. They've got their white paper 2.0 right now, and they've got a mint coming out on the 25th. One thing that I do need to, another one where I just haven't kept up with it at all, and just me being based. But I know I've been seeing them more and more recently, and it's really good to see that they're growing. So a big shout out to Apex for grinding, keeping this thing going right now and this market. One community that I'm not very involved in, but really curious kind of to see how they continue to grow. That's really cool to see. But very high quality though too, like I said. So that's something I'll go ahead and take a look at. Yeah, it's actually Yeah, Quest Prime.
Me too.
Yeah.
What
Dude, I gotta hit him
Eddie's
up.
talking about there? Don't you have some ADA and beta still?
I don't. I sold mine right when I got it. Right when everything happened. Right when the mint happened, I sold out. Yeah. Let's go back. Eddie, sorry not to continue to ignore. UFOs allow you to stake your ADA and betas for ADA rewards. All you need is a Senate node to mint 3 NFOs for 100 each.
You get three UFOs. It's not just a single mint. Okay, nice.
That's good to know. I know the Senate and like voting for like, are they still giving away like, I know ADA rewards. Originally, I thought they were doing like NFT rewards too. But he said they may be shying away from stuff like that. So curious to see how that'll work out for them. I really did like the artwork. They always reminded, like I said, the Mars attacks with the little brains and stuff like that. Nice Society, Darren. I feel like I've heard of Nice Society. I have no idea who they are. I'm losing track of societies right now. Nice Society, personal growth on. These are cool looking. Let me see if I can get the Twitter share coming back up. Have you seen these, Tom?
Let me see. Yes, I saw this on Twitter. Yeah, I saw these getting posted on Twitter.
They got a lot. Next level to Cardano, New Era, nice list. Kind of like a mix between, was it Raisin de Eche? Remember that one? Shoot. And kind of like an Ada Ninjas.
Sure. I'd probably recognize the art more than
I don't know. I haven't checked this out yet, but definitely interested. I'll take a look at that. We do have a giveaway. Did somebody win it for the F35? Who is the winner over here? We have Barbos Acapito.
I'm sure you nailed it. That's it.
He's got 6 mutual servers. Shout out. It looks like some proxies, Cornucopias to Journey. I'm not going to pull it up on stream because it'll butcher it right here.
TJ he's here for us.
Oh, boom. TJ, you just got back, dude. I didn't even see him. It's snuck in here.
I think you're underestimating the snake.
TJ, you muted?
Damn, I was double muted. Yeah.
Double muted. Yo, shout out to Barbos Capito. Is he brand new or she? I don't know if it's he or she, but are they brand new to the servers? I don't recognize the name. Shout out to you.
I don't recognize that either. Yeah. My Discord's updating now.
No servers in comment. Oh, there we go.
No, they got a few in there.
Yeah. I wasn't.
Well, shout out to you. Congrats. You've won the F35. We'll go ahead and reach out to you via DM and get you squared away with that. But fear not, for anybody, all our OGs inside the chat, there will be more opportunities for you guys to win some more of our collab spot with Cardano Proxies, as well as a Twitter giveaway for people who want to go ahead and get a chance to win one of those as well this week. So that's not the only chance, but congrats to you for winning. That's awesome. Take it easy. We got Bobby, take it easy over there. Not Bobby, take it easy.
Crawford.
Bobby, take it easy. Crawford, One OG, Resin, dude. I know, man. You guys missed out on that. We're working. I think that's something we're trying to figure out as far as working to a different thing to eliminate. What my fear is doing like giveaways right now, just in the general chat for multiple days, as we had that happen. I think the last time we did like 8 giveaways in a row for the 35th episode is like we were getting botted out with just like random like accounts. There was getting like hundreds that would just get spammed in last minute. So in order to avoid that, we've been doing like our OG or Freedom Booster giveaways, or we've been doing stuff like on stream, like in limited fashion for you guys. So in order to get fair, we're working on like a setup either a ranking role or like a dedicated role, like for the most active members in the community, to go ahead and include you guys in some of these giveaways without getting botted out on some of that stuff. That's probably where we need to start working out with some of the tech in Discord, start hitting up some of the friends in the space for that. Because we got killed, I think, last time for that.
Which one?
The giveaways last time when we did them like 8 in a row for the 35th episode, we got like botted out by like 100 plus like entries.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
So we gotta, in order to not just do that again, we want to kind of keep it to the people who are active inside the space. But I don't know if we'll ever do an actual OG role again. We may do something different for the people who have been active or missed out on that originally for the first 35.
We need to actually really do that. We say this all the time, but we need to add a few roles and a couple other things to the Discord for those people.
My problem is coming on with ones that are kind of fun and not just like, like actually like some fun names. It's very easy to like phone it in on some of them. You know what I mean? Freedom.
Member, you're my freedom member.
Yeah, Freedom Pals.
There you
Freedom Pals.
I have no idea over here. NFTs was doing ADA staking rewards, hit a legal issue and stopped. No idea. Use royalty wallets, reached 12K and distributed to all holders. Think they had some FAM issues. I remember that. I actually remember holding one of my Nifties and I got paid out like 2 ADA or something like that when that had happened. I have no idea what the legal ramifications of like doing like a staking or hold or distribute to holders or what that does to people. And I don't really want to find out. So, Freedom Fighters. Wasn't that?
That's a movie.
We like
Freedom Rider.
Didn't when we were concepting like the Freedom 35ers name when we talked about like the Freedom Fighters at one point?
Yeah.
God,
we accept that though because we were saying like there's a lot.
A
lot of bad groups that call themselves Freedom Fighters.
Yeah, we don't want to associate with that one.
The Freedom Fighters.
So.
It was like a Marvel like Avenger theme. Yeah, that was the early.
It sounds good,
days.
but there's like any like not so great rebel group also call themselves Freedom Fighters.
Freedom Fighter. No,
you said not so great rebel groups.
No, not a lot. No chill guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Shout out. We need our Grimmy, our meme lord.
We need our Grimmy.
Grimmy, where you at? No, her resin goes tomorrow. I'll catch up on Hangman. Wish me luck. Resin, I know you're using that little website that just does a solving puzzle for you. I know there's a website for those. It's over there guessing them when there's like 2 letters.
Perry and asked, where did our name come from? The 35ers part. It was we've told the story a few times. It was from our group chat we used to have, the 3 of us, when we got into crypto like 2017. Tom kind of changed our group chat name to Freedom 35 because of a show in Canada. It was the Trailer Park Boys, right? Something like that.
Trailer Park Boys, yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't want to. We made it 35ers for copyright reasons, of course. So instead of just being Freedom 35, we became the Freedom 35ers because there's 3 of us too.
The whole concept too, right, was that there was a get rich quick scheme, right? Hey, we're gonna do. I forget what time. I don't know what they were selling. I don't remember what it was.
Selling weed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they were selling weed over there to get rich quick by 35, and our thought back then was. In 2017, all this crypto stuff was taken off. We're gonna get rich off like selling XRP and Tron and all these different things. And obviously that didn't work out.
No, our other friends thought we were crazy. They still do actually. Even with NFTs, they still like try to make a joke about it. It's like you can say the shit all you want, but we're doing pretty well with it now.
100% clouds. Well, I mean, it's one of those things. It's not that we're trying to be bums at 35 and do nothing ever again. But if you were to retire from traditional 9-to-5 work, one realistic way of doing that outside winning the Powerball or something was crypto. Like people were making huge gains very fast, very quick, and it was so new to the space and so hyped. So it was just kind of we're gonna let's all retire at 35 and go do something we actually want to do. And kind of actually awesome that we did get into it then, because we wouldn't have ever got into the NFT side if we didn't continue with that in the first place. We just never jumped in all of our buddies to where we're going to do this, which is an avenue I never considered that I do like to do. I kind of was the idea was always Freedom 35, that'd be awesome, but I never really thought about what we actually do, sit around all day and play Nintendo, Switch. When am I gonna sit on the couch when I have anything to do? So it's kind of nice to have all this stuff to work on. Great. Freedom 45. No, not happening. No.
That's Tommy.
45ers
coming up. Tommy's birthday's coming up. He's gonna be Freedom 45ers, boys. I do tell that story, Shiny. That actually is a good pitch, but they still don't believe me or want to get into it.
What? Taking your?
Yeah, I sold NFTs last year to go on vacation. Actually, just one.
Yeah, look at that, dude. Just took your fam on a holiday, dude.
That's it.
I love that in America we do not call it a holiday, even though it is a holiday, right?
It is.
They also say go to hospital, which I think is always weird.
Go to hospital?
He's in hospital.
Oh, I don't know, man. Not part of that. BTC biggest regret in 2013. Still have a teeny bit on paper. 19 years old. Government FUD cost me game, changed me money. Damn. Yeah, it's tough, man. But I think now we've been given another chance during this bear market to continue to build. Like I missed out on ADA when it was that 2 cents range years ago, and then I found it when it was about $1. I think like 45-ish last year. So I obviously didn't have too much to work with, but now here we are sitting in the 50 cents with potentially to go lower depending on how the market and stuff goes. And it seems to a lot of people think it's going to head that way. So like you said, we're in the building stage right now, and everybody's got a chance to go ahead and continue to no matter how much you're buying, there's an opportunity right now.
Don't get me started on our healthcare system, Shiny. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's
actually I can't even see what he said. That word at the end is all blurred out. The internet over here automatically censors those words. I'm not allowed to see those things.
Yeah, we're really the dumb 35ers. That word is this. Oh man. But yeah, shout out to everybody over in chat tonight. I know we're kind of trickling down and we're getting a little into on stream for almost 2.5 hours now.
Shout out to you guys,
Shout out to everybody hanging out. Shout out to the Derp team. It was a lot of fun tonight. It was fun to get a chance to talk with Dave over there. Learn he's super passionate, and I hope whatever it is that we do, and whether it just could be continuing on with this or something in the future, I'm as passionate about it as he was.
Honestly,
tonight.
I think other projects should hire him to be like their interview guy because he did, I think, a fantastic job. I think, like I said earlier, he just gave so much information that we didn't have to ask too many questions because he was just telling us everything. I loved it.
Oh, 100%, dude. He was crushing the game over there. I love his little analysis. I would do shamelessly plug us one last time over here, guys. If you're hanging out with us tonight, if you guys are still here and have not hit that little like button, make sure to do that. If you enjoyed the show tonight, if you enjoyed the content, it helps us out, makes us happy, makes us show up every week.
Computer fun too,
One day I'm not gonna be running smooth, and you guys will be like, "What the hell is going on right now? This isn't fun anymore." So until that day. TJ, double hitting the like and subscribe button there.
Double dipping.
Double. Yeah, so I think tonight, everybody, congrats to all the winners too for all the giveaways. We'll make sure to reach out to you guys. If you don't hear from us tonight, we'll hit you up tomorrow, either myself or one of the guys here in the chat. Just make sure they have the podcaster role. Otherwise, somebody's impersonating you. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll send you an NFT.
Yes, TJ. That's so weird saying my name.
Yeah, TJ, shout out to your Beat Boy profile pic. But yeah, if you have any other new projects that you're looking forward to, go ahead and shoot that in that chat there. Or if it's a project of your own and you're kind of showing it out there, you can always throw it over into the Shill channel. We'd be happy to talk about it here on stream with you guys when you guys are hanging out with chat. Be happy for that. But Toe Dipper, congrats as well to the Twitter giveaway. We'll make sure to reach out to you as well for that Mandrillz core. Shout out to all the OGs inside the chat. Shiny, O-Side, we got Curly Knox. I know you're not an OG over there. NFT Toe Dipper. But shout out to everybody hanging out with us every week. I know Words was in here earlier. Rez, everybody, man. Breezy, shout out to a new Derp over here for hanging out with us. New sub member as well. AO Clouds. If there's anybody I'm missing way back when, Crawford.
Before you get off,
what do you got to show us?
Real fast. 1 sec. Well, it's just I want to look at the comparison here.
Are you doing your bill versus the other bill?
Yeah, I want to show that because it matches up pretty well.
V2 OG.
Matchup.
That might be we could. What if we did the OG V2 for when we hit year 2? That would be a new role.
We have the new roles OG and then the old OGs.
OG.
The OGs.
They're like OG, and then you got OG V2 or 2.0, OG 2.0 for the new set.
OG 3.0 just to really make it confusing.
Yeah, then we just technically OG 2.0 for the OGs.
OG 35.0, right?
TJ, it's getting late, bro. I think we need to go. Tom, are you showing us this thing or what?
Where can I send it to? 1 sec. I'll send it to TJ in the chat.
Send it in the chat.
I'll do it in our
OG or OG for the OGs. Can't afford an 8, so I made a 1 in Midjourney. I feel you on that, dude. When OG Arena Red. Shout out to Arena Red too. Sounds good for year 2. Shiny, you're gonna stack up your OG rolls. OGs are the OGs.
I like that he caught the unofficial mod comment.
I know.
Everyone started changing their names in the chat.
We need to get some roll. We need to start getting on our roll game, man. That's one thing we need to revitalize. We get you guys some OG unofficial mod rolls.
Yeah.
What about like
Shiny.
OG, like OH?
Oh, G.
Oh, OG.
Yeah, we can do
Oh,
that.
G.
G. Tom, send this over.
Ah.
Get away, bro.
I sent it to you. I sent it to you in the
you
architects
did?
chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah. Just a fucking fantasy football, Matthew Berry.
I've been hearing that all 2 weeks now. Or well, I guess it's the end of this weekend, but yeah.
Looks like they wanted him too. What do we got? Dude, that's pretty close, man.
Oh, like that. Well, I gotta
pretty
make one with
good,
with an
man.
eye patch
For
now,
real.
so it'll match better. I'll make one looking to the left, but that's fantastic.
Holy hat.
Dude, shout out to Anac Commander. That's actually really close. That's actually amazing.
Which one's the
What
real
is that?
one? Which one's the fake?
Right? Yeah, that's the next bill collection. Old money F35 collab. The 0.35 bills.
There we go.
Oh man, that came out of me. What was that? Your 8th grade picture with the little eye patch
That's probably from like 9th grade. Yeah, 9th grade.
with the afro? That's your real hair, right?
That's my real hair.
Contrary to popular
Not a
belief,
wig.
Tom had a perm.
No perm. No perm.
Main and tame?
Just how it was natural back then. Carpets match pubes. We should probably call it.
All right, but guys, in that case, if you're still here with us, thank you. We appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like button, or don't. Maybe the dislike button after that last comment, but it's
Hit
fine.
the dislike button. No, it's
Okay, guys, like we do. What are we buying for 180 this week? Shiny, you know what I'm buying? Absolutely nothing.
He's gonna buy more Beat Boys.
Buy Beat Boys. Beat Boys, get your thingies. We'll see you on stream next Monday, the 19th, for some more thingies. But if not, if you guys are brand new to the channel, last plug over there, we do have a weekly podcast that drops every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern over on YouTube and on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts and stuff. That is kind of like our bread and butter. Outside these live streams, it's more of our chance to go ahead and talk more about topics, have guests on in the space.
If you spicy these days,
Tom's got some spicy takes. Picante. That was maybe we got to drop that clip.
Running theme. Yeah,
we got to get the little dude. We need, I was thinking when we were talking about that too. Remember Mortal Kombat when you had a little toasty when that would come in? We need to have the whoopsie. Yeah, it'll either spicy or something, or what we do, picante, something like that. All right, but if you guys are still here and listening to us, yeah, I think we're gonna call it after all that. Call bullshit, Tommy. Shiny, I'll let you know on my alpha plays. I'm not gonna let you know.
Later, cat. It's been fun. I'm closing it down.
Take it easy. Have a good night, good week,
Peace,
and
guys.
we'll catch you